You know what I'm talking about? Oh, we up in here. Oh, we up. Selma Fudd is always in the building, dog. That's my homie. Selma is the homie. If y'all didn't know, now y'all know. Selma is the dude. Boy, I was trying to rush back in here and make sure we got this thing set off before this thing set off. You know what I'm talking about? But we gonna get it popping. Cause we ready to do the doggone thing. So we got 15 minutes for the game stuff. I mean, I just walked in the door. I mean, ran in here and went clickety, 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 click, clickety, 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 click, trying to make sure we get it popping before everybody else pop up in here. You figure deal? I'm talking about trying to make sure it is absolute popping before the rest of the squad get in there. But y'all know we finna get ready. But if you ain't seen one of my latest videos, check this out while I get me some drink. Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. You know how we do before we get started. Whew, we gotta give a shout out to everybody, all the channel subscribers, all the channel members, and especially you, the viewer, for taking the time out to watch this video. But while you're here, do us a solid, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn your post notification bell on and hit that little star down there, right down there, and hype your boy up. You know what I'm saying? We need all the hype we can get, but you know we will not start a video without giving a shout out to our beautiful ladies of the CUNTs. They always come through showing love, showing support. So if you see a CUNT in the chat or in the comment section, make sure you show them the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to them. But the question is, if Shedeur Sanders ball out tomorrow, well, when Shedeur Sanders ball out tomorrow, what the hell is Andrew Berry gonna say? Because we ain't seen him. We ain't heard from him. Nothing. But after tomorrow, what happens? Let go. Now, Raiders. Browns GM, Andrew Berry. We ain't heard from him. We've been looking for him. Because normally, as I've heard from the Browns fans, normally during the bye week, the GM usually has a small state of the team address. What we doing now, what we doing moving forward, how the team is progression, how the front office is feeling about the things that are going on. But this year, that was a nothing burger. No Andrew Berry, no press conference, no nothing. And as you heard during the bye week, you heard local media complaining and crying and saying, hey, what the freak is going on? Because Joe Flacco was gone, Dylan Gabriel was starting, Dylan Gabriel wasn't playing good, and they wanted answers. But no Andrew Berry. And then the report came out that this was scheduled before the season even started, that during the bye week, Andrew Berry wasn't going to even speak. Turn to week 12. That 12 is starting. During week 12, Shedeur Sanders will get his first NFL start versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Shedeur Sanders, it's been said that that's Andrew Berry's pick. So if when Shedeur Sanders balls out on Sunday, will we hear from Andrew Berry on Monday or Tuesday? Will it come in the form of a press clipping? Will he spontaneously emerge from the back and drop a nugget or two on the radio? Or will he just send out a press release? But I'm telling you, when Shedeur Sanders balls out on Sunday, you will hear from Andrew Berry. Because ain't no way. Because Andrew Berry is supposed to be the man that wanted Shedeur. Kevin wanted Dylan. And there's no way that Andrew Berry doesn't speak after Shedeur balls out and gets a win. Now, we've heard the rumors and the rumblings that this is Shedeur's only chance. This is his best chance. He needs to show out to keep this starting position. I say no. But Browns Hall of Famer Joe Thomas was speaking on Shedeur earlier this season. Matter of fact, it was 2 weeks ago, right before the bye week, letting us know that Shedeur Sanders wasn't this, wasn't that, and he wasn't ready. But he was also on Outkick.
What makes Gabriel a better quarterback right now than Sanders?
Has an enormous amount of starting experience. I think he actually is the guy that set the record for playing the most games in college football because he did play those 6 seasons because of COVID. And so I think his just ability to go out there to be able to handle the enormous amount of things that you have to think about as an NFL quarterback, the tons of different defenses and looks and coverages, his ability to get rid of the football quickly, to move inside the pocket. Now, that's not saying he's a better long-term prospect or he has a higher ceiling, but right now he just has more capability of running the offense and at least setting up the other guys on that team than Shedeur Sanders does. And I think Shedeur's going to have a great NFL career, but we saw a lot of those issues that he had in college. That last preseason game against the Rams, where when things start breaking down or he's not feeling comfortable with the route combinations or maybe what he's seeing on defense, tends to drift in the pocket, tends to hang on to the football. And it's really hard to say, well, this guy's a better quarterback if he continues to just take sacks and drift in the pocket, because you never find out what the other guys are doing if he's getting sacked 25 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, that is Browns Hall of Famer Joe Thomas on Outkick 2 weeks ago. Fast forward to Hall of Famer Joe Thomas 2 days ago, Mr. Hall of Fame beef himself, on 92.3 The Fan.
He's a guy that's a natural leader. He's a magnet. People are drawn to him. They want to follow him. He has an unquestionable mental toughness and ability to shake off bad plays and move on, which is one of the hallmarks of all great quarterbacks. And I think that was one of the reasons the Browns wanted to draft him, right? He's got great leadership skills. People want to follow him. He's got a really good mental toughness. So if a bad play happens, he's not going to let it spiral into another bad play. He's willing to be accountable, and he's very accurate, and he can push the ball down the field, and he's a gamer, right? That, to me, is what I think about when I think of Shedeur Sanders. There's definitely some flaws, obviously, in the game that he needs to work on, and a lot of it because he just hasn't been in a pro-style system before, and he's just getting used to seeing defenses and having to go through progressions and make checks. But that's why you take a flyer on him in the 5th round, because he's got a lot of intangibles that a lot of guys drafted much higher than him don't have. And so you figure that, hey, if we can work on some of these things that we feel are correctable, he's got this incredibly high ceiling where he legitimately could be the franchise quarterback for the Cleveland Browns in the future.
He legitimately could be the Browns franchise quarterback of the future. He has a lot of intangibles that the guys that were drafted before him don't have. It's mighty funny how people switch up when they get close to that time. That's all I'm saying. You was over here 2 weeks ago. Now you over here on this side of the fence. See what I'm saying? they switch up on you, boy, and they switch up on you quick. But it's one guy we know. It's one guy that we for sure know that ain't switched up on Shedeur Sanders, and that's Skip Bayless. And Skip Bayless say, Sunday, y'all need to be tuned in because Shedeur gonna get the win, and he gonna ball the hell out.
From Shedeur, poise and command. You will see no fear. You'll see body language that will be contagious for everybody on that football team. That defense will rise and shine. The Cleveland Browns will win this game. I got 23 of 33 for 235, 2 touchdowns. I'm going to say 1 interception just because this is his first NFL start. And I believe he'll run for another 50 yards because I think his mobility is being very underestimated. I think Judkins will run for 120-ish and that they'll feature that. 27-13, Shedeur's team.
I'm with you, Skip. The one thing you will see is a kid that's fearless. He's going to be confident. He's going to be calm, cool, and collected in the pocket. And it's just going to come down to, can he execute the game plan? I would love for them to get Judkins going. Nothing is more important for a rookie quarterback or a guy that's making his first start than a run game in your defense. If you can run the football well, you take all of that pressure off of the quarterback to try to put drives together. Other thing I expect to see is some quick game. Get the ball out of his hands. He's extremely accurate around the line of scrimmage.
He is.
Some people say, dink and dunk. No, that's efficiency. At least in the first quarter, first half, build confidence. They got to work towards his strengths. And one of his biggest strengths is pushing the ball down the field. Last year in college, he was 29 of 44 with shots down the field. That's 66%. The other thing I would love to see him do is target the sideline. He's so accurate outside the numbers when he's working to the boundary. 75% completion percentage when he's targeting the sideline. Work the sideline and then attack the middle of the field when you start getting some cover 2. And then the other thing, move him out of the pocket. Don't let him sit back there and keep him in the same spot and let Max Crosby pin his ears back and get after him. Get him outside of the pocket, get him on the move, let him roll out. His game is be efficient, protect the football, don't put the ball in harm's way, and just take those shots when they are available.
Cleveland should call you up because that's
I'm going to say, hey.
Nah, that's Skip Bayless and former Browns quarterback Cody Kessler. Skip Bayless say 27-13. I say 42-12 because they ain't kicking nothing but field goals for the Raiders because Geno can't move the ball. Miles might get 8 sacks in one game. Get one record one day and 2 records. Miles might get 2 records in one game. I'm just saying. Miles might get 2 records in one game. 8 sacks in one game will be the most sacks in a game. But them 8 sacks will put him at the season leading sack leader with the most sacks in one season. Miles might get 2 records in one game, is all I'm saying. Play with Miles if you want to. But if you watch Debo and Joe, have you watched Debo and Joe? Debo and Joe are stupid. They are some characters, but it's one of my favorite podcasts to watch. Joe Hayden and Debo. And that's Mr. Harris, if you know football.
Michael, before he left, said, he was upset that they wasn't opening up the playbook. They wasn't throwing the ball down the field. What we're dealing with Gabriel, we may end up dealing with Shedeur, or is it going to be a situation where we see Shedeur actually taking the shots down the field? We might have jumped the gun on Gabriel being a dump down passer. You're playing the Raiders. It's no way Shedeur can lose this game unless he loses this game.
Shedeur, nobody's asking you to go out there and be a world beater. You know what I'm saying? We're just asking you to go in there and the simple throws. We need to run the ball. Offensive line needs to make sure Judkins gets going. We need to stay ahead of the sticks. They need to go in, run the ball. Just smart decisions. When you get in the red zone, try to get touchdowns instead of interceptions. For you to go out there and just be a consistent quarterback, just not turn the ball over, hit simple passes that we need.
And if you don't know, now you know. Because Debo and Joe are both lunatics. Joe Hayden is a Cleveland Browns legend, and Mr. Harris is a Pittsburgh legend. Joe also played for Pittsburgh. So he's on both sides of the fence. But everybody is rooting for Shedeur. I don't like this narrative that this is his only shot. This is the game where he has to, no matter what, show out. He gonna show out anyway, because that's just in his nature. But he will not show out because this is his only shot. He will show out because it's his time to shine. because he's a baller, because he's a gamer, because in every instance, this is what he was born to do. But anyway, man, we're going to get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all do your boy a solid. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And do not forget to turn your post notification bell on. Trisha McGee is in the building. Y'all ready to do the doggone thing? You know what I'm talking about? B. Cole is in the building. Brock Williams is in the building. Mr. Freeman is in the building. Look at this boy, Cam. You got time today? You nervous? No, man. Y'all know Selmo. Selmo be in the building before anybody be in the building. The Raiders edge coach AP said he would have drafted Shedeur. Yeah, that was gonna happen. What up, Lethal? What the business is? Y'all know how we finna get down. It's almost game time. I'm watching Cam Ward throw these ducks all over the field. Look like wounded ducks. Every week. It's the same old football. Detroit Auntie is in the building, Carmen Carter. Y'all know how we finna get down. Y'all already know how we about to get down. Oh, man, that man ain't go off. He was talking greasy. He went off a little bit, but he was also throwing shots. You know, he was also throwing shots. So you can't trust nothing Ryan say. Rex Ryan is he one of them. He's still over there. He ain't come to this side yet. You know, he's still one of them. You can't trust nothing Rex Ryan got to say. Y'all know how we finna get down. The game gonna start in a little bit. We gonna do super chats while the game going on. We gonna chop it up. We gonna celebrate and get down and have some fun while all this is popping off. You know. My doggone channel don't kick off until 3:05, which means I got 3 minutes left before it all pop off. And then once it pop off, we gonna pop off. You know. Also, my Cowboys playing at the same time. So, you know, but we ain't got time to worry about my Cowboys today. We'll worry about them later. We gonna let Shedeur do his thing. Brock got them snacks on the table. He ready. I got a big old football session of food in there on the counter. It's a round table. Ex-Raiders coach said if he was still the coach, he would have drafted Sanders. He said the owner was on the same page. Yeah, we know. AP was going to draft him. AP loves Shedeur. But, you know, it is what it is. What up, Rob? Rob is in the building. So I can see him on Turkey Day. Oh, I'm going to watch him today. I got these screens. One day I'm going to stream from my living room, and I'm going to show y'all how I enjoy football. I have no problem watching football games. I started to do it today. And that mean I'd have had to take one of these mics and move it to the living room. I probably do that, though. But then my family be loud as hell. Like y'all can hear them now. Because we are a true football crew. And everybody in the house watches football. So they loud. And then we're in the living room. in the family room watching football, they loud. I mean, ooh. So 3rd and 5. We waiting on Cam to throw this next duck because he been throwing ducks all day. I mean, that boy be throwing some ducks. But that's your number 1 overall pick. I ain't mad at him. He be doing the doggone thing. You know what I'm saying? But, whew, 3:05. Let's see if we live. We supposed to be live at 3:05 now. Oh, we live at 3:05. Raiders, here we go. Shedeur coming on the field. Here we go, chat. Let me put these stats up so y'all can get it. Let me put these stats up. They got Coach Prime in the building. You already knew. Y'all know Coach Prime was gonna show up. Like he gonna miss his son for a game. Y'all tripping. Y'all is tripping. First play from scrimmage. Woo! Come on, Ashton. I got Ashton on my on my fantasy on sleeper. So I'm gonna need Ashton to do his doggone thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put it up here on the screen so we all can see. You know, we're gonna get it up there and get it popping. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Quick screen. Come on. Quick screen. Harold Fanning Jr. That's a quick screen. If he'd have went outside, he might have got 15, 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? But when we watching it, let me see something. Let me see what these other ding-dongs on over here. Because, you know, them boys supposed to have their watch party going on too, you know. Max Crosby and Shedeur acting up. You know, they over there showing out a little bit. You know, we got Prime in the building and all his people. Bucky in the building. You know, Uncle Neil Uncle Neil ain't in the building. Shedeur Sanders is in the building. You know, everybody in the building. If you know, you know. You know, we got G. Bush and them over there streaming too. They live with it. No. Okay, here we go. Defense coming out. Young Geno. Geno leading the league in interceptions, right? Myles Garrett can get 8 sacks this game. That's just how bad that offensive line is. Myles Garrett can do the doggone thing today. And then he can get the league record for most sacks in one game. They triple teaming Myles over there on the left side. Oh, you can't let that man go like that. If that was Shedeur, that might have been sick because he'll put that thing out there for y'all to get it. Let's see what the boys talking about. Let's see what the boys talking about. Let's get them in here. Let's get them in here so y'all can.
Well, that's a nice run. Got about 7.
Gee, dumb question. Running back stance. They made a lot
Got
of
the
gentle
squad
stance
in there
coming
for
out and
y'all,
stand
too.
straight up. Like they call them Michael Myers stance.
Yeah.
What
33
difference
on
does a
the
running back
defense.
stance make, if any?
I don't think it makes any difference. You can have your hands on your legs. You can stand straight up. I think whatever gets you in the mode to looking at what's going on
y'all
up
can't
front,
give Gino
that's
all
cool.
day like that.
So you thought it was silly when they tried to change his stance?
Yeah,
for the sake of
that's
changing it?
dumb. For what? He's been doing that forever.
All right. Now the Browns looking for their first 3 and out, guys.
No, they ain't doing nothing over there. They ain't doing nothing over there. They ain't doing nothing over there. We gonna get it back popping. We gonna get it back popping with the stats action, because the stats are more important. Y'all letting the man throw screens? That's what they should have been doing last week. That's what they should have been doing last week. Throwing screens. While Shedeur was getting blitzed to sleep, they should have been throwing screens. And then that would have helped Shedeur out a whole lot. Them screens would have slowed all that blitzing down. Would have kept them boys off his heels, made them play a freaking honest defense. See, because once they get hit with about 2-3 screens, they're gonna stop sending everybody. And then that'll allow you to be able to do a little play action, to do all the things that you need to do to move the ball. Second down. Second down. They move the ball a little bit. Max, they moving it. They got one of the best tight ends in the game, straight out of Georgia, But 2nd and 15. They got 5 over there. There you go. That's a good sack. That's a good tackle for loss. They put them back at about 3rd and 18. They put them back at about 3rd and 18. Denzel Ward with the big stop. That's what you need. You need stops like that. All right, I got Ashton Genty on my sleeper team. As long as he stay under 60, we good. But the Raiders don't run the ball that much. Pete Carroll don't like to run the ball that much. As of late, Pete Carroll don't like to run the ball. So here we go. Gage Larvin. Go Gage. Go Gage. Go Gage and roll one back. Oh. He almost ran that thing back, boy. Gage put the whoop whoop on him. Shedeur coming back on the field. Here we go. Gage hit him with the ooh-wop. Hit him with the left, right, left. And had a marching step. Oh, we in the red zone. They in the red zone. I'm telling y'all, you're going to get to see a lot of Shedeur commercials today. They in the red zone. They starting on the what? The 13, 14-yard line in the red zone. So we in touchdown territory already. You might want to go and take the shot now. We got to take the shot right here. Do what you do. Don't even run the ball. You got to take the shot. Okay, Quinshawn. I got Quinshawn for anytime touchdown on my joint too, because I know he gonna run one. He might bust a big one. He might bust 80 yards or something and put one in there. Are you taking Shedeur off? They took Shedeur off the field. Why are you taking the most accurate quarterback off the field in the red zone? Are you stupid? Run a Wildcat. Well, the Wildcat worked. Touchdown. Touchdown Cleveland. There you go. Wildcat worked. Touchdown Cleveland. There you go. There you go. Marissa. That's Robert E. Lee High School out of Montgomery. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is Quinshawn. He was doing the doggone thing. I got my anytime touchdown. I got my 2 touchdowns from Derrick Henry that I pushed. Okay. I need Taylor to score anytime touchdown, though. I'm going to need y'all to get it right. Jucker's got to get over 68 yards rushing. Now, I still got to wait on Pearsall on Monday, but he going to do what he going to do. He going to hit. They don't want 12 to have that, man. Well, they did that. They did Dylan the same way. You know, they did the same thing. I don't know why, but you know, they take Shedeur out in the red zone, but he is the most accurate quarterback in the red zone. That's where he lives at. But you know, you gotta see. Shakira's in the building. Long time stranger is in the building. But I don't know why they take him out in the red zone. That's crazy when that's where he go to work. But as long as you put points on the board is what matters. You can't. They took him out. They took Dylan out in the red zone. So, you know, it is what it is. They might not always take him out, but they might want to just secure the first 6 points. Got to see how the rest of the game goes. It's the first quarter. It's still football. OC, what up, OC? You missed the first touchdown, 7-0. Detroit Aunties is in the building. You seen Jahmyr Gibbs over there doing the doggone thing to the New York Giants. Yeah. You seen him. Jameer Gibbs over there handling business like he's supposed to. Wearing that number 0. I ain't never liked him wearing that number 0, but he be balling out though. Can't be mad at him. Shedeur okay. Shedeur is okay. He ain't bad. He 2 for 2 for 8 yards. That's all we got. You know, he 2 for 2 for 8 yards. We going in right now. But we up 7-0. We need Miles to start getting these sacks. See, they get up. They get up. The more they get up, look at Miles. Look at Miles. Straight off the ass end. Miles doing the doggone thing. Miles out there doing the doggone thing. Y'all saw my video. I told y'all, if Miles get the appropriate amount of sacks today, Miles will break 2 records in one game. Miles get 8 sacks in this game, he will break the game sack record and the season sack record. And he comes. And Miles was on his head. Miles was on his head. He put him down now. So the bigger the lead they mount, the more they got to pass the ball. So what you want them to do is get up. You see, they'll try to run the ball to run the clock out. They need to be trying to run the score up. Just run the score up. If you can put up 60, put up 60. It's a better training exercise for your quarterback. Direct blitz. Yes, sir. Yep. They come to get Geno all night. They come to get Geno all night. All night long. That's what they're going to be doing. As long as they can stay up on this lead, they're going to have to pass all game. Ain't going to be no running the ball. Ain't going to be no running the ball. They going to... All right, we're going to a commercial break. Shedeur's coming back on the field. We finna get ready to do the doggone thing. See, now, this way you come out and go and hit them with one. You come out with the play action because now they scared of juking. They scared of juking. So you come out, you hit the play action, you go deep post fade to the right side of the hash since you on that side of the field. You throw to the short side of the field so the route don't take that long to develop. And put them in semi-max protect, leave Judkins back there to protect off the play fake, and then you good. You got to pick up, find whichever side Max Crosby on and block that way because that's the most important guy you need to find. Max Crosby all night. Whatever side of the field he lined up on, that's where you need to be. You need to be double teaming him all night. You cannot let him free. I don't care who doing what. You have to double team Max Crosby. Max Crosby ain't as big as Myles Garrett, but his technique and speed is ridiculously good. And he can beat most tackles off the rip. That swim move and that spin move is badass. Unlike Myles, Myles got speed to power, power to speed. He got a good swim move. He got a crazy spin move. Then he got He came in this year, brought the Euro step. Miles Euro stepping people to the backfield. So Miles has upgraded his techniques. You don't never know how he coming out the ball. He might hit you with a half a swim move and then just put his arm up and spin off you with his elbow. He bad in that nature. That man technique is ridiculous. Jab is in the building. So, Loving Me Now is in the building from the Carolina Ale House, as always. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Shedeur comes out under center. Toss. Ooh, Max Crosby. Max Crosby grabbed Dylan Sampson by the neck and like to choke him to sleep. KJ is in the house. Bears and took care of business. She ready. They tripping on Shedeur, man. We finna see what it is. And y'all make sure big shout out to Jackson State yesterday, who once again won the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. That's a sack. He was doing the right thing. That's a coverage sack. Ain't nothing he can do about that. He was doing the right thing. He got up and got out. He didn't do what everybody else been complaining about, going backwards in the pocket. He went forward. The one thing that everybody like to throw on him. But he only used that spin move when it's necessary. If anybody ever paid him any attention when he played, he only spin left or right when he do. 3rd and 16, here we go. You see him? I told you taking that shot. Come on, Judy. You got to run the route, man. Oh, yeah. We still got the Jackson State on deck. We still watching TC down there, keeping it just like Prime left it. Everybody winning. We ain't playing with them. Prime set it up. He put it together. See, but they did what I said. But they should have took that shot on the first down. When you first came out, that was the shot you were supposed to take. You're supposed to take that one off the top, straight down the right-hand side, toward the sideline, take that shot. That's when you were supposed to take that shot. On third, they waiting on you to take that shot. Everybody back there, they back there in prevent. They waiting on it. You don't throw that deep on an obvious passing down. Everybody know you finna pass the ball. You're supposed to take that shot on first down. And why was Dylan Sampson in the game and not Quinshon Judkins? Is what I want to know. Why Quinshon Judkins wasn't in the game? Dylan Sampson can get in there in a minute after you get things established. Come on, man. What we doing? I don't see no smart coaching going on. If Dylan Sampson ain't hurt, then why he in the game? Yeah, you know, they put this Shedeur signal up and we up in here. Y'all see it. This is what we trying to do. We need everybody to represent up in this mother. You know, that's what we trying to do. It's time. Judy, they gonna have to do something. You're supposed to know when to take your shots. As a good offensive coordinator, you should have took that shot on first down. First down, I'd have took that shot. Because they loading the box up, waiting on you. They waiting on you to run the ball. First down is a run down. You play action that thing, and you go on and go deep. And then they got to play honest the whole game because they don't know what's coming. If you keep going run, pass, then hell, we know what you're going to do. Come on, man. We got to do better. I told y'all, it's the play call. The play calling, they don't know how to put them in sequence right. You on obvious passing downs, you throwing the ball. Obvious run downs, you running the ball. No, do different. Do different. But they don't want to do no different. They want to do the same old BS that ain't getting you nowhere. Do something. Do something to make that defensive coordinator say, what they going to do next? Let me try to see if I can figure out what's next so I can put this defense in the right place. But if the coordinator say, hey, they second down and 8, they going to run, load the box up. You ain't doing nothing different. Yeah, Gino. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, Gino. Here we go. There's an obvious passing down. No, it's 2nd and 19. So Genty back there, they can run the football. But you finna get a delayed game if you don't hike it. That man ain't even get 1 yard. We ain't giving him nothing. Ain't no running the ball on this defense right now. Your offensive line ain't good enough to do that. But see, now we finna go to 3rd down. This is obvious passing down. And you got the 2-1 back there. You got that number on. Show me something, Denzel. Cause he gonna throw at you, Denzel. Cause he's stupid. Gino like taking chances. Gino still think he in Seattle. Somebody get that tackle. See? 4th down, they got a punt. What they gonna do? That's how you do it, though. See, that's a good offensive play. You got some yards. You ain't getting no 1st down. Dallas and Philadelphia playing, if y'all don't know. Dallas and Philadelphia are on deck. Just so y'all know what time it is. Kansas City then came back on Indianapolis, which is stupid. How y'all let this man come back into this game? Y'all just let this man come back like he Brady. Well, he is Brady. Hell, he got a couple more Super Bowls and he'll be sitting in the same room with Tom. Y'all letting the light-skinned wonder out there do his doggone thing. Y'all just let Pat Mahomes he's just out there playing pitch and catch like ain't nobody else on defense. But you know, see what G. Bush and them over here talking about. I don't know what Bush and them talking about. You know, they ain't doing nothing. They unmotivated over there. You know, Shedeur finna come back on the field. We got the entire Sanders family in the house. They sitting in the owner's box. You know. They over there chilling. They finna set it off. See, but y'all just give it a minute. Them first 3 series, I don't worry about what you do. Because they give him a minute to settle in, get them nerves down. But whether you believe it or not, hell yeah, he was nervous. Hell yeah, he might still be nervous. But he's settling down more and more as the game goes. You got to remember, this is his first game. It's really his first game in months. 6-7 months. First time being on the field in live action. You know, so it's going to take a minute. My family in the house, it's probably got Super Bowl numbers watching this game right now. You know, so it just give him a minute, let him settle down. Y'all know how he used to come out in Colorado, cold, couldn't get nothing started. First 2-3 drives, and then all of a sudden, here we go. So just hold on a minute. He gonna crank that thing up and watch him. You know what I'm talking about? He can get this Soldier Boy on, and then oh boy, Deshaun Watson in the house. He got the earpiece on. He listening to play. Here we go. K Journey in the building. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10. They gonna run the ball. Oh, there you go, Flash. Screen. Let's go. Ooh, Harold Petty Jr. Harold Petty Jr. don't want to go down. He gonna take all y'all to tackle me over here. I need everybody. Everybody got to tackle me. Harold Petty Jr. like, y'all need 18 more people to try to tackle me. Y'all can't get me down like I'm just a punk or something. You know. See, that's that screen I'm talking about. See, now that screen gonna make, now you got to back off. See, they doing the same thing the Ravens did last week. They hit you with that screen. See, just go on and get them. Go on, get them one more time. 2nd down. Go on, hit them with the screen. Lord have mercy. Y'all done let Pat Mahomes come back and beat y'all in overtime. How, Sway? How do you let Kansas City come back and win, Sway? What's wrong with these people? Lord have mercy. This is awful. Y'all can't keep Mahomes out of the playoffs. He is destined. 2nd and 8, boys and girls. They told y'all got to run some screen. Long as they keep loading that box up like they coming, I'm going to screen them to death. They just trying to mirror what the Ravens did last week. Put the screen on. That was perfect for a middle screen. Put the middle screen on. Every time they put all them people up front, audible out and screen, they middle screen. Ah! Touchdown! Let go, Judy. Oh, that ain't Judy. Let's go, dog. Let's go, Shedeur. Put your wrist up. Y'all ain't even got my watch on. I got these diamonds on. Put your wrist up. There you go. That's a touchdown. He didn't touch it. That's a touchdown. He ain't touching. Ringo. Why we in the Wildcat again? Dog? Why we in the Wildcat again? Dog? Why we in the Wildcat again? Why y'all keep trying to say Shedeur ain't got no elite arm? Did y'all watch him in Colorado? Touchdown. Y'all don't want my boy to get his numbers up. But you can't be mad at the Wildcat because it's working. You can't be mad at the Wildcat because it's working. You know. So now he already know we get inside the 10, they gonna try to bullshit me. So now he already know. Get right outside the red zone. Here we go. I'm gonna throw mine in there. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? We 4 for 6 for 77 yards. Quinshawn Junkins got 5 carries and 2 touchdowns for 17 yards. Isaiah Bond got 2 receptions for 58 yards. You know, they got 88 total yards of offense, 4 first downs, 1 for 3 on third down. In the red zone twice, scored twice. You know, the Raiders ain't got but 15 yards. But it is what it is. They want to run the Wildcat. Run the Wildcat. Go ahead, dog. Run the Wildcat. Run the Wildcat, dog. They ain't gonna stop him. Run the Wildcat. Let them run the Wildcat. It is what it is. And they still going hard in the paint. He's still getting his yards. He might get you to the 2 or to the 3. You know. He just ain't put the touchdowns on the board. But everybody see it. Everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody see it. They know who touchdowns them are. They know who touchdowns them are. You know, he get you down there. Y'all take him out the game. It's all good. They keep taking Junkins out. They keep taking Shedeur out. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I want to see how this game gonna play out. Because they end of the first quarter. They talking crazy. Like Shedeur ain't got no arm. They putting their wrist up. They putting their wrist up. Let's see what the Ultimate Browns talking about. They ain't talking about nothing. People is at my door. Oh my God. They in here acting crazy. They showing out, you know what I'm saying? They doing what they doing. Coach! What's up, man? How are you doing right now? All right. How you doing? Leave it alone, Keith.
Yes, we have one on the front of our, on the back of our front door too. I was like, look at how much you. Chad, I'll be back. Don't worry.
Oh my God. Oh. We got my other coaches here. You know, like I told y'all, my son broke his arm, so they just stopping by to check on him, drop him off a big basket of goodies and shit. Especially because the kids are out of school now for Thanksgiving, so they out all week. So it's gonna be nuts. But it is what it is. We don't care. What G. Bush and them over there talking about? They ain't talking about that. Shedeur already balling. He almost got 100 before the first half over with. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, Patricia? Patricia McGee is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all see that? Y'all see that little S by her name? That means she's a member. She is truly a channel member. But that's how she get down. Oh Lord, they planning activities. Y'all hold on, I gotta hear this. They planning activities. Yo, we is back. I had to go talk to coach. But we good over here. Oh yeah, we got 14 already. We in the field. Y'all gotta do something about Ashton now. Y'all just can't see them same screens that they throwing. That is what Cleveland need to be doing to the Raiders. Because they keep loading that offensive line up, loading that box up. If you go on and hit them with 2-3 screens, you ain't got to worry about them doing all that blitzing no more. It stops them. It calms them down. Ain't gonna be all that blitz. They gonna shut it down. That's why they keep throwing them screens. Ain't no running the ball, dog. You can forget that. Just running the ball straight up the middle? No. Gino, what up, Brad? Gino is in the building. And, you know, they got to make it do what it do. I'm telling y'all, when Cleveland get the ball back, 2 or 3 screens, and the Raiders won't blitz no more until after the second quarter over. 2 or 3 screens, and I promise you, the Raiders won't blitz no more until it's over. They'll blitz, but they won't be putting everybody in the box or on the line like that. You don't do that thing. That's what you call throwing a man open. You don't do that. You don't do that thing, boy. Gino threw that thing like it's all right. Playing man. You got a man on the island over there. That's where Gino going. Top right. See, they trying to run that screen. Trying to keep them honest. Y'all can keep trying to shoot back here if you want to. But that wasn't no screen because the running back didn't even get out past on the other side of the line of scrimmage. You sitting right there. You sitting as a running back to catch a screen. You can't sit right there in the pocket with the quarterback. You serving us no purpose. You got to get out 6-7 yards to the left or the right. Ashton ain't going nowhere. They ain't going to be able to run the ball. Running the ball Just ain't gonna happen on this defense. Not like that. But they can't throw the passes they want to pass because you can't contain Miles. And containing Miles and causing Schwarzenegger is a problem. Them boys is ridiculously hungry. Because Miles is after that sack record, and he ain't far from it. Miles ain't even on the field right now, though. Oh, yes, he is. They got Miles directly in the middle playing line. He come, look at that speed. Speed to power. Look at that speed. See how he just pushed the center? He pushed the center back like he wasn't nothing. Watch this. Miles just say, hey, look here, man. Get out of the way. I'm coming. Miles is just like, I'm a locomotive and you can't stop me. It's hard to stop a train. That's all I'm saying. Now you got to get 3. Now you got to get 3. Oh, and you missed. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Aston Jenny got 8 yards rushing. I'm happy about that. I am super happy about that thing right there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll see you. Yeah, just shoot it to me. We'll figure it out. Okay. Every day to get y'all set up just like mine.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all. We y'all in the house. We gotta go outside and keep it there now. There we go. That's right. Football, baseball, basketball. It is what it is. Oh, here they come, y'all. Here they come. Damn. Y'all see this man?
They told me bust out my 80, perfect timing. Got different gifts up on my neck, I stay shining. I take the climbing.
I did not have. Oh my God.
Perfect timing.
This is what y'all got. Y'all did this. All of y'all in the chat. All y'all in the chat. Y'all did this.
Now the clean that is all. What's on your AP?
That's your CAS. That's your AP. Yeah, y'all know. We're coming back with the ball, ladies and gentlemen. Richie is in the building. Y'all did this to me. Yeah. You're in that apple. Oh. It's yellow. No.
My phone and my purse.
What, my sign in the back? My sign in the back? What do you want? Eat, sleep, game, do it again? Yeah, we eat, we sleep, we play video games, we go back.
Okay, gotta go watch it.
Oh, Shedeur threw the pick. He threw the pick. He threw the pick. He threw the pick. They jumped the route. They trying to feed Jerry Judy. You got to throw that flag too. They gotta quit. They gotta quit trying to feed Jerry Judy. Because Jerry Judy ain't playing hard enough to get fed. Jerry Judy ain't playing hard enough to get fed. Is all I'm saying. We're trying to feed Jerry Judy. Cause Judy ain't about that life. Yeah, Gino saw the blitz coming. That play was gonna get blown up. That play was gonna get blown up. Where's Miles? He's back on the outside. But that play was gonna get blown up anyway. Ooh, Campbell. Campbell put that thing on him, knocked the whole mouthpiece out. Y'all gonna have to get a field goal. That's all y'all can get. Let's see if Daniel Carson gonna miss this one. He probably gonna miss this one too. And if so, you won't see Daniel Carson no more the rest of the game. Because I would put his ass on the bench. Well, he ain't missed that one. He made that one. They didn't put his ass on the bench. All right. We got us a pick, but it is what it is. That's expected. I expected 1 or 2 picks. Because they trying to make him do all the things that he don't do. They trying to make him feed Jerry Judy. He trying to feed Jerry Judy. Go find what's open. If Jerry Judy want to get open, get your ass open. We're not finna force you the ball. Get your ass open. And if you don't want to get your ass open, let's see what G them think about this over here. Let me see. Let's see what G Bush them is thinking about this one over here. Let's see what G Bush them is thinking about it.
Take it.
So it's a good job of the defense stepping up for their young quarterback and not letting one mistake turn into a critical error.
That's the thing when we talk about your defense being leading from the front. Your young quarterback threw a turnover, got fooled, bad interception. They ran the ball. They got the ball down in your own territory, and you came up and you made a lot of you made the stops. Hold them to 3.
Hey, you want to read a couple more super chats?
Actually, we're going to do a quick ad read first because Game Time is brought to you today, is sponsoring today's show. NFL season is back, and honestly, there's nothing better than being in the stadium surrounded by fans cheering on your team. But let's be honest, getting tickets can be a hassle in between queues, login screens, and prices. Jumping at checkout, it's frustrating. That's why I use Game Time, the app that gives the advantage back to the fans. Game Time is fast, easy, and backed by the Game Time guarantee. You'll always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time at the best prices. Plus, all fees are included, so the price you see is the price you pay. I pulled up Game Time in just a couple of taps. I saw amazing deals, and I'm talking about all your favorite NFL games as low as $100. So download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, the promo code is LOCKEDONFL for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download Game Time today.
By the way, shout out to Abdullah Mason.
Oh,
shout out to Abdullah Mason, youngest champ.
Yes.
Cleveland's own friend of the program. Did you get a chance to talk to him after the win yesterday?
Shot him a text. I ain't getting no response back yet, but I'm pretty sure he's celebrating. I watched the fight. It was his first time going 12 rounds in his career. It was the first time that he actually had that was his first 12-round fight of his career. It was the first time that he was in a fight that went past the 6th round.
Was it was it a no-brainer, or was there a chance he lost?
I wouldn't say it was a no-brainer. I mean, you was going to get somebody that was undefeated.
No, but I mean, once it went to the scorecards.
It was a fight close.
Like, were you
it
not
was
sure?
It was a unanimous decision. Like, when I watched the fight, I could tell he was in a fight, but I knew he was going to win.
Okay.
Like, it was clearly the best fight, in my opinion, that he had been in. He got hit pretty hard in the 7th round with a body shot, and you could tell it hurt him.
Man.
And so how he responded to that, it was dope. And he even said after the fight, he kind of fought the other fighter's fight and still came out victorious. So he learned something. And at 21 years old, he's only going to get better than
it's
what
amazing.
He is right
That's
now.
crazy to see
how
his
far
rise.
he's come. So
even
like
since we've known him, and not that we know him that well, but he came on,
pretty
and he was
crazy.
like the next top contender. And then he went through that. He's really cool to watch our guy do it. So just want to make sure we gave him a shout out because he deserves it.
Yeah.
All right, G. Sanders just threw a pick. This is his first chance. Ooh,
nice return.
Corley with the nice return. What do you hope to see from a quarterback in this situation, coming off a drive where he just got not just picked off, but kind of fooled?
Yeah. So what I want to see right here is how you respond to it. Are you still precise in your footwork? Do you know where you're supposed to go with the football, and do you shake it off and continue to come out here?
All right, we done had enough of G. Bush. That's enough for right now, Bushy. Bushy, that's enough. Shedeur is on the field. Shedeur is on the field. Damn, y'all just throw a flag. You kidding Tim? Y'all got to throw a flag or something. Y'all got to throw a flag or something, man. We back in the game. G. Bush the homie, but we gotta watch the game too. We listen to them in a little bit from time to time. What they talking about? It's 3rd and 11. I'm too busy trying to find Jerry Judy. Stop trying to find Jerry Judy. Stop trying to find Jerry Judy. And do what you do. Judy all right. But Judy ain't 100% in the game. We're finding Judy. They brought my son these cookies. And I gotta get one or two, good cookies too. My son got like 4 or 5 gift boxes from the coaches and parents on the team. And a lot of them had a bunch of candy in them. So I got all that candy and shit in my room. They're gonna have to run Jenkins a little bit more. A little bit harder. And they're gonna have to get Shedeur out of them 3 and 5 to 7-step dropbacks. They're gonna have to roll the pocket some. They're gonna have to throw a few screens, a few short passes. And keep them off balance. It's the play calling, man. I need to call plays. Because I'm a mastermind. I know I'm sitting at home and I don't get paid, but I coach football too. And we win over here. We got championships. Then we got championships for days over here. Because your boy be calling plays. Your boy be calling plays. I'm gonna let y'all keep setting up on that line. I ain't seen no end around. I ain't seen no sweep. You playing cover one, man. You playing cover one, man. They playing good D. I told y'all, Gino, they gonna sack Gino about 12 times for the day over with. Because ain't nothing you can do with that defensive line. That defensive line is bad. They be crushing people. See, you throw it into Bowers, then that's a whole different story. That's one of the best tight ends in the game. I mean, he ain't been here long. In 2 years, that man is bad. He can catch a football. That's true SEC talent right there. You know. We're trying to do this right here. Oh, Ashton Ginger pie facing one. He running one over. He ran one over. And Schlesinger had to put him on his face, but he did bulldoze one now. But he got 22 yards. Y'all gonna have to keep him off the field. 1st and 10. Here we go. Get after him, Miles. Devin Bush. Devin Bush with the sack. Devin Bush with the sack. That's what I'm talking about. Next time, grab that arm with the football in it. It's a strip sack. You gotta pull that arm down. While you got it cocked up, you just that strip sack and get that ball back. No, that don't work with Schlesinger, my boy. That don't work with Schlesinger. You not finna big boy that big boy. You ain't finna big boy that big boy. He played fundamental football. He hit him right in the hip. You can't move nowhere. Because when I hit you in your hip, now drop my arms down to your legs and lock them. Where you going? Nowhere. Can't go nowhere. You can't move your feet. Can't go nowhere. You can't move your feet. Here we go. Here come Miles. I told you they gonna sack Gino about 12 times a day. Y'all don't be listening to me, man. They was in max protect, and it still didn't help. That defensive line is a monster, but that was some deep routes with only 2 receivers going out. Gage. What I'm saying, here we go. See, now this is where you come out, right? This how this needs to go. You come out, screen. You need to be a play action screen, middle screen. Just hit it, let everybody through. Illegal man downfield. Y'all hit it, let everybody through. Then you hit Junkins right across the middle. Or you hit Fanning or Njoku, one of them, right across the middle. That's all you got to do. That's going to get you about 20, 30. Then you come right back with another play action screen to the left side, right? You hit them to the left side, play action screen left. That's straight Junkins. That might be a touchdown. I promise you it might be. If you run it like that, I promise you that defensive back off. If you don't score, come back and run another screen to the opposite side. They'll stop blitzing you. You hit them with 3 screens back to back, I promise you they'll stop blitzing you. Which will give Shedeur all day to throw the ball. But you have to create moments for your quarterback to be able to do what he needs to do. You have to make the defense play honest. Because that defensive coordinator going to say, hold on, dog. I can't keep sending y'all like that. I got to back off. Then they'll switch. Because the Raiders play a lot of cover 3. They'll switch to cover 3, and Shedeur can pick them apart then. He'll pick them apart once they switch to their normal defense, which is cover 3. But you have to make them. They ain't going to do it until you make them do it. And you got to make them do it. But hey, what do I know? I'm just an old black man, gray beard, sitting in my game room talking about football. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know. But you got to make them play honest. Until they start playing honest, you just start hitting their asses off. Middle screen, screen left, screen right, draw play, quarterback keeper. I make them so mad they wouldn't even want to blitz me no more. They wouldn't even want to blitz me no more. Keep on trying to come over here. I'm going to let y'all keep coming. I'm going to pick y'all apart all day long. Then when you back off, it's playtime. Then it's playtime. Then we playing honest football. Now let's go. Then you can hit them for 15 here, 20 there. Junkins run for 10. Junkins run for 15. There you go. Throw the ball, son. What in the world is this? What is this? What is this? What was that? I told y'all quit trying to get Jerry Jeudy the ball. Quit trying to give Jerry Jeudy the ball. Take his ass out the game. Take Jerry Jeudy ass out the game. Y'all ain't listening to me. Jerry Jeudy is fucking up the revenue. Jerry Jeudy is. What are you doing? Just run. What is all this in the middle of the field, skipping up and down, hopping and shit? What are we doing? Run the ball. Hey, you can keep that Alabama stuff out your face in there. He got titles. He got SEC titles. and national championships. But he playing like a dumbass right now. No, you just run that ball until you got to run out of bounds. Jacoby Brissett, quarterback for the Cardinals. Yeah, just sat his ass on the bench because we don't know what Judy doing. You messing up the yardage. Judy's just, we gotta get Judy out the field, man. We don't know what he doing. We don't know what his intentions is. We don't know what his intentions is. His intentions are bad, horrible. We don't know what that is. We don't know what his intentions is. But they've been a punt. And Shedeur finna come back on the field. Getting ready to run a 2-minute offense. Getting ready to run a 2-minute offense. What he is actually excellent at. So this how this need to go. I just told y'all how this need to go. Told y'all how this need to go. The boy got to do better. All right, Drew, you back on the left side. See how all them people in the box? You see all them people in the box. That's a middle screen off the wall. Y'all that throw the middle screen. Just let them through. Just let them through. Just let them through and throw the screen. That's all you got to do. Just let them through and throw the screen. They coming. Just do the obvious. It's so obvious what to do. It's the week number 2 where you seeing the same thing. Why haven't you done it yet? What is your problem? Y'all don't see the same thing we see? You know what beats blitzes. So what are you trying to prove? I don't understand this. I don't understand why you ain't calling those screens to stop these fools from loading this box up on you. They loading the box up. They sending everybody. My God. This is simple, dog. Y'all ain't, what the hell are y'all seeing? What are y'all seeing? I don't understand what they seeing, that they ain't stopping these fools from blitzing them like that. Why are you not calling the screen? Why you ain't calling the screen to get these people up off?
He ain't faster than me. They put something on your arm. It's not cold.
Just call the screen and get them up off you. That's all you got to do. They'll stop loading that box up and blitzing it. They send in the house. You can't have it.
I'm gonna get there. Don't worry about it.
I don't don't understand this play calling, man. This play calling is absurd. It's actually ridiculous that I'm sitting in my doggone office and I can see that if you've been called about 9 screens, you probably have 30 points by now. Look at that box. Look at all them people. What are we doing? Play calling. Bad. Play calling. The play calling is bad, dog. Third and 9. Now, look at the box. The box ain't crowded now. You know why? Because they know you finna pass. The safety just crept up. Come on, man. This play calling is bad. Horrible. Play calling is horrible. They just need new people. Because ain't nothing good about the play calling. You sitting in bunch offenses, got everybody squares up to the line of scrimmage. And it just don't make sense. If you're going to put 3 wide receivers out there, you're going to go 2 by 1, spread them out. Don't have everybody clustered up in the middle of the field. That's stupid. Dumb. Just bad play calling all together. He should have called a fair catch because he wasn't going no damn well. This play calling is bad, man. It's just horrible. As a professional organization, you should know better. You should know not to cluster up the middle of the field. The Browns are still playing man with a single high safety. We know you're trying to get down the field. That's a hell of a catch. That's a hell of a catch. That's a hell of a catch. That's a hell of a touch. Atlanta up on New Orleans 10-0. Come on, man. Y'all need to play some more press man. There go Miles. And a fumble. And a fumble. Miles got him one. Call the timeout right there. That's when you should have called a timeout. See, they letting clock run. Call the timeout. False start. That's a false start. Shedeur got 127 yards in the first half. He ain't got no touchdown. He got 127 yards in a pick right now. But the play calling is horrible right now. They're not doing enough they're not doing enough for this team for them to move the ball down the field. They call them run plays, and they see the boxes stacked up. They still ain't called no screenplay. They ain't called no quick outs. They ain't called no motions to move players from one side of the field to another. You know, it's just a lot of things that they haven't done that they should be doing. And it's just bad play calling altogether. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad play calling now. You got to do better. That was a pick. That was a pick. If Mason Graham don't touch that ball, it might be going the other way. But it's so much. They should have been used a timeout. They should have been used a timeout. They should have called a timeout. They should have been called a timeout. Like I said back there, while they was letting the clock run. You should have called a timeout then when you got almost a whole minute on the clock. And you just letting Gino just sit back there letting clock run. Call a timeout because they just trying to get out the half. They not trying to move the ball. Call the timeout. Nah, they just gonna come out and hand the ball off. They just gonna call the ball off. They not trying to score. They just gonna kneel the ball down and get off the field. They ain't trying to score. They ain't trying to do nothing. We got halftime analysis. Max Crosby is not a factor. Y'all ain't made him be no factor. Now y'all got to keep it like that. But the play calling got to be better. They got to call more screens. They got to put more 2x2s with mirror plays on both sides. So Shedeur picks a side, which way he want to go when he get to the line of scrimmage, and figure out what he think is the best side to go to, and go there. They got to get Genty involved in the game. Ashton, they got to get Junkins on the ball. They got to do more tosses. They got to do more screens. It's a lot more that you can do to move this ball. But they just playing basic fucking football. They not trying to do nothing dramatic. What are we doing? What's really going on? You know what I'm saying? G. Bush and them at half. We gonna see what they talking about.
That many completions that long in the same game, I think, all season. So,
yeah, I'd be honest, exactly what I do. The throw to Bond was awesome. The pick was bad. He kept the ball moving for the most part. I didn't think he held on to it too long. I thought he got out of the pocket when he could. I think B- is probably right on the right mark.
I like B-. I think it could have went to a B because I think that you were in a scoring drive. I think you could have scored if you had a situation. You could have scored. Definitely had more points on the board if you didn't have the play from Jerry Jeudy. So, yeah. You know, that's one of the things that we'll probably look at. But I'll give it a B-. But overall, I like the game plan, and overall, I think it was a solid quarter.
Man,
Solid hat.
I think you guys all. I mean,
You going high?
We underselling
I'm
it?
going higher than that.
We didn't-
I get it. Listen, the pick was a really bad throw. Like, I don't know what he saw in that play.
He got fooled. He got rookie.
And then he took one sack, which I would have liked to see him throw it away. But it's his first NFL start with a bad roster, and they haven't been able to run the ball. The only good runs were Judkins' 2 plays in Wildcat at the goal line. The Browns are averaging less than 1 yard per rush.
I can see if you said what B
to
plus.
me,
I can see.
He's averaging double-digit yards per attempt.
You're arguing because we give a B minus, you give a B?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I could squint and say. I mean, I could go B.
Yeah, I'm not anti-B.
All right. I don't got a problem with a B. I'm upset because it could have been a B plus if we get them points.
Yeah.
Because we had the points.
I don't know. I still don't understand what the hell Jerry Jeudy was
I'm
thinking
so
there.
confused. I need somebody to ask him after the game. Hopefully that ain't one of the things that come back to haunt him. But those are the type things you're like, bro, come on, man. What are you doing?
Jason I'm going to bleep out the words that we can't say, but Jason just texted me. Judy killed him, just giving away points. I told Zach I thought he popped a hamstring the way he hopped and fumbled. Nope, just being a poop head.
No injury.
Yeah, that was.
It was just him. Yeah. So yeah. In general,
it was a fun half of football.
Fun half of football.
Outside of the pick and the Judy brain fart, it was pretty close to a perfect first half of the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Judy doesn't do that, the Browns probably at least have 3 more points, if not more. And for a team that is barely ever scores more than 17, to have 14 at the half is really good.
This defensive line is Mason Graham.
They are killing.
You want to
Did Miles officially get a full sack on that? Do we know?
Mason Graham A. Collins A. Myles Garrett A.
The whole defense gets an A. Whole defense.
All right. Wait a second. Let's see if Myles Garrett got a full sack.
These tacos A.
Shout out to Ohio City Burritos.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett did get a full sack, guys. So he's got 16 sacks on the season. Now the record's 21.5, right?
22.5.
22.5. So he's 6.5 off the record.
He might demolish that.
He's on pace at 25.
Yeah. This might be a great weekend in the city of Cleveland.
It might.
Cavs won Friday. Mm-hmm. Abdullah had already taken care of business. Mm-hmm. Browns going to take care of business.
Cavs play tonight again.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of Darius Garland's return game? I thought he was pretty damn aggressive.
Look, are the Cavs playing? Who are they playing tonight?
Cavs play at 6 o'clock at Rocket Arena.
Playing another scam team? Although
I wouldn't say scam team. I wouldn't say they're a physical squad.
The Clippers stink. They stink, right?
They stink, but what's his name's playing tonight?
Kawhi is playing.
Yeah, so, we'll probably see him again in a month. And
you guys want some halftime super chats?
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, before you do, Anthony, real quick, the 5 sacks for the Browns in the first half. 2 for Malik Collins, 1 for Myles Garrett, 1 for Devin Bush, and then a half for Shelby Harris and Jerome Baker. All right.
Before we get into super chats, guys, this episode is brought.
Leave basic behind with Floor & Decor's new HydroShield Plus styles. Our waterproof laminate offers the durability you need in the wood look styles you love. Starting at $149, shop in store or visit us online at flooranddecor.com.
The path to a college degree is more affordable than you think. With Sophia Learning, you can take real college-level courses that are designed to transfer, fully online for just $99 a month. Start your free trial, no credit card required. Sophia Learning, built for you.
App today and use code LOCKEDONNFL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONNFL for $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right, guys. Our first one is coming from David Andrew. I haven't watched this much Browns content in my life. Shout out to the panel. All knowledgeable and entertaining. Let's go 12. Wrists up.
Thank you.
Nick says, is there any chance Judy gets moved in the offseason or not a chance?
No. He'll be on the squad.
They're going up against the Cowboys and Eagles games, so the ratings on this game won't be that high. From James Mace, by the way. And then which one half play so far do we want to see 12 next week?
What'd you say?
With one half of play so far, do we want to see 12 next week?
Of course.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Yes. I do.
Listen,
I've seen enough that I want to see more.
Mr. Miami says it's not perfect, but the offense feels like a threat with Shedeur. What do you guys think?
I'll say that too. Yeah.
They had the one big play and then the Judy, which is hard to like put in a.
This could have been. This is a
idiot.
I still don't understand it. I do not understand that, man. I mean, I don't get it. But hey, we'll see what he comes out. He has an opportunity to come out here in the second half and do some things. I think what you showed is his ability to hit the big play and to find guys off of scramble drills and to find guys create. Off-platform type stuff. Those are the things that we knew he could do in this second half. I want to see him still understand what type of time we on. Right now, Tommy Rees should be telling him, hey, so listen, if you got some shots downfield, take them. But we up 14-3. Look how their defense is playing. Let's see if we can get another touchdown and close these boys out.
I actually think it's going to be.
What is that Nate Burleson is wearing, by the way?
The Prince of Zamunda.
Yeah. Is that a sports coat?
Man, that is.
Like, what is that?
That is some old.
I cannot
school.
get away with that. He looks sharp as hell.
And man, I can't get away with it.
Yeah,
that looked like a Tyrion Lannister fit. You know, Tyrion be having he had onesie, bro. That matter of fact, that might be a one-piece outfit. You got to actually get sewn into that.
Really?
How do you take that off? Where's the buttons at?
Is it wrong to be like former Cleveland Brown?
There it goes. It snaps in the front.
It snaps in the front.
Okay. But yeah, no, Nate Burleson, I always think of Nate Burleson for playing for the Lions, right?
Yeah.
But he was here for like 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
I didn't even know he played for Cleveland.
Yeah. He repped it hard too.
Hey man, do Matt Ryan
Matty Ice.
He got a little Dustin Fox in him?
Far as what?
A little jawline and Dustin Fox right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little D Fox, you know.
Actually, he's pretty good on TV.
Oh no, he's
pretty good.
Who you talking about, him or Dustin?
Both.
Oh yeah. Shout out to I'll be listening to I listen to Dustin all the time because you know I'm a Mac guy. He do all the Mac games, so I'll be.
Man, this dude was throwing a Julio and Roddy White for years.
Hey,
he was the MVP. Like people forget, like
that year they was up 28 to what?
28-3, I think.
In the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Bull, I would have cried. If the Browns was up 28-3 at halftime in the Super Bowl and they lose, I'm crying. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm boo-hooing on national TV, and I might not come to work Monday. I'm gonna tell you.
Tough one to bounce back from.
They like G. Bush. You know, we already know. I'm like, no, I can't face it. We was up 28-3.
It was Dan Quinn. Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator.
But that's just bad.
Dang, he look like a regular person.
Amon Ra.
All right, we back.
He's a hell of a player, though.
I'm like, man, if he was walking down the street, I wouldn't even know him.
Second half. We ain't back yet.
Are these people really fans of these teams? I say no. I said they're all.
All I'm saying is,
it might be somebody's family members.
All right, while you guys finish up your halftime snacks, I'm gonna keep reading some super chats.
all right, G. Bush never ain't talking about nothing. My bad. They ain't talking about it for real. We finna get back to the party, y'all. Cause right now we just need better play calling. Is what needs to happen. We need better play calling. We need to quit trying to force feed Jerry Jeudy the ball and play within the offense. The offense needs to be the offense, and they need to quit trying to do extra. You know what's working because it's been working already. Give Quinshawn Junkins the ball. Quit trying to run it up the middle. Run it on the edges. They can't stop you. Yeah, Dallas is getting slaughterhouse right now. Dallas is getting slaughterhouse by the Eagles, and we don't even want to talk about it. But play calling has to match what's going on the field, right? Because for the simple fact, that you got you. They got to play from behind the rest of the game. Stop them from loading the box up on them. That is priority one. First play, I'm still calling for. I'm gonna be calling for these screens until they start throwing, because that's the only way they're gonna stop loading the box up on them. You know, it's ridiculous that they loading the box up on you and you ain't doing nothing to stop it. They're gonna have to do more to keep them from loading the box up. They're not getting the ball out of half. You know what I'm saying? You got to. It's so much that you got to do. You can't do but so much, right? And you just gotta do that. We're getting ready to come back. That fumble by Jerry Judy cost you points. It's one more other thing that happened that cost you points. You're supposed to have about 28 right now. You're looking real suspicious about what's happening. You just need better play calling. I'm telling you what you need. You need better play calling. Play calling fixes everything. If you can fix the play calling, and let Quinshawn Junkins start getting loose a little bit, that's going to free up all the pass plays you want. That's going to free up the pass. Here we go. Miles and the crew are coming back on the field. She's talking to Stefanski. Coach Stefanski has coached 13 different quarterbacks since 2020. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. You can't maximize your offense by letting them load the box every play. You have to spread them out. You have to make them play honest, and you got to call some screens. You got to get them off the ball. See how the Browns loaded right there in that box? There's 9 people in the box. That's what I'm saying. It's so much they can do. You ain't got to worry. Your defense gonna hold. You know what you got on defense. Your defense gonna hold solid all game. Myles Garrett's gonna play to win because he's chasing a record. Pick, why did you take your hand down? Why did you not pick that? I got questions. That's a pick. He stopped reaching for the ball. What are we doing? You at least got to reach for it. You can't pull your arm back like I ain't supposed to touch it. That's suspect. That's suspect. We need to know why you pulling your arm down like you ain't supposed to touch the ball. Because I'm going to need you trying to reach and hit it. But you snatching your arm back like, no, I ain't supposed to touch that. I need to know what's going on this football field. I don't know what's going on. Because you ain't looking good. You're looking kind of iffy to me, you know. A flag for what? Unless it's holding. Unless it's holding. I told y'all they gonna sack this man about 12 times today. You can't see. Am I for real about what? Yeah, they gonna sack this man about 12 times today. Y'all think I'm playing? You should have called that holding. It was holding right there. Here come Miles. He coming. It's 3rd and 18. Ain't no doubt he coming. See, he just called a protection over there to help him out. Come over here and help with Miles. Get the stop. That's all you need. They crossed the 50. They might go for it right here. They might go for it right here. They crossed the 50. They in field goal, maybe not field goal, punt, maybe not punt range. So it's 4th down at like 4. It is 4th and 4. Keep your defense on. You know they're going to throw the quick slant, some across the middle. But you got one-on-one on the corner. I'm playing the hitch and go. And it's a sack. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. There they go. Didn't I tell y'all 12 times? Yeah, I'm serious about pulling them hands down, dog. I saw that. I'm like, why he snatched his hand back like he wasn't trying to go for the ball, like he wasn't supposed to touch it? That's crazy. That's crazy. You can't. I'm like, dude, what you doing? See, I see the whole field when I'm watching the game. I get to see what everybody doing. Because I know how to watch football and watch the whole field at the same time. But you can. I just want to know why he pulled his hand back, because that's crazy to me. You don't pull as a defensive back, why would you pull your hand back like you ain't supposed to? You stuck your hand out there and pulled it back real quick like I ain't supposed to touch that. What you doing? I want to know. I'm going to find that play, and we putting it on film because I want to know why he pulled his hand back. Ball went right over your head, and you snatched your hand back. What was that? That's suspect. It won't be hard to find because they need first possessions coming out of halftime. But all I'm saying is that was kind of suspect. You put your hand out there. What your on what? Yeah. Yesterday? Yeah. What you got told, George? You been on told? They on which truck is on? The Mercedes or the Lex? Or the Cadillac? Here we go, boys. First and 10. Now we in the eye. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's how you roll the pocket and get him out. That's how you roll the pocket and get him out. You got to keep doing that. See, that's a part of what, like I said, what need to happen. You need to move him out of the pocket. You need to start throwing them screens because they coming. But you need to also run the doggone football. Because if you ain't running the football, then you ain't helping yourself. You need to be able, you got to be able to keep this defense honest. See, there they go. They loading the box up again. They got the box loaded up. You got 8 in the box. One more time. And that's a run play. And here comes Miles Crosby straight out the edge. You got to do better. You see them in there. Why you trying? I hate stupid football, man. I hate stupid football. You got the box loaded. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. If you, never mind. 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12. Now you throw a screen. Look at that. You throw a screen on 3rd down. You should have been doing that. You throw a wide receiver screen on 3rd down. You need to throw them on 1st down. They got enough people out wide to manage that. You should have been doing that a long time ago. But not on 3rd down when they know you throwing the football. They playing chicken shit football, man. They playing basic football. They just playing not to lose instead of playing to win the game and blow people out. Make it official. You playing like some punks. This punk ass play calling ain't gonna win you the game. You don't have a big enough lead. One mistake and they within a touchdown. What they doing? This is stupid. This is the dumbest play calling I've seen in a long time. They not playing to win. They playing not to lose. They not playing to put more points on the board. They not trying to do. This is dumb. This is stupid. They didn't go for it because they're not playing not to win. They playing not to lose. They're not playing to win. Football teams want to put points up. What? 11 points ain't safe. It's 2 touchdowns. You still got a quarter and a half to go. going on? You calling these long ass routes? You're not playing. That's some weak ass play call. Let me find Quincy Carey. Let's see what he talking about. Let's find Quincy. Let's see what he's saying. We'll come back to G. Bush now, but we know what they talking about. Let me find the homie and see what he talking about.
I mean, I get, like, again, the offense hasn't had a lot of momentum. If the offense was rolling with momentum, I think they would have went for it. So I get the situation. I just think we got to have a re-examination of Corey Bojorquez's skill set and what we trust him to do and what we don't trust him to do, you know?
Chili's 3 for me. The best $10.99 you can eat. Inbox, all stains. You're in good hands.
This is just bad play calling all the way around.
1936. Welcome back to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. All Ross Tucker, Tiffany Blackman, Gene Steratore. I'm Tom McCarthy. It's 14-3.
They not doing what they should do as a staff, a record label, or a crew.
Watch it right in the middle. Picked up by Genty. Smith just throws it away. Picked up by Genty. Smith was going to get sacked.
Man, this is
They're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Watch Genty on Schlesinger.
The defense is holding their own, but you can't rely on your defense to win you games. You got to put up more points to let your defense be able to hunt comfortably. Right now, your defense is saving you. You want your defense to be able to play comfortably and be able to just go put points on the board. Chris Carey got 1,400 people in his chat, and he ain't said not one word. Not one word. All we know is that they got to do better. They got to do better. We're going to get this stuff back up on the screen like we supposed to. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. They still playing one high safeties. Good defense. Good defense. 2-1. Denzel. Atlanta beat New Orleans 16-10. Arizona's up on Jacksonville 14-10. Philly's up on Dallas 21-10. All these games at halftime. Atlanta's up 16-7 on New Orleans. Arizona's up 14-10 on Jacksonville. In the 3rd quarter. And Dallas getting their ass whooped by Philly. And they at halftime. It's more the play calling than the players. The play calling is horrible. Receivers ain't getting open, and the plays are taking too long to develop. They not playing to win. They playing not to lose. And that's the biggest problem. They're not calling good plays. That's all I'm saying. They're not doing what's needed to be done for the boys to do what they need to be doing. It ain't good right now. All I'm saying is it's a lot of stuff that need to be adjusted. And at halftime should have been the point where you making them adjustments. You should have been saying, look, when we come out, we going screens and quick outs. We going slants. We going hitch routes. Quishon, we gonna put you on the edge. We need you hitting them holes hard. Offensive line, I need y'all busting this hole open so they can back off and get Shedeur time to cook. But they ain't doing that. They running the same thing they was running in the first half. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing changed. You gotta fix it. You gotta get better. You playing conservative football, just trying to dink and dunk down the road, but your receivers aren't getting open. You have to make them get open. You have to help them get open. You got to put them in the right position. You got to call the right plays. So you calling short pass. Once you start calling short pass plays, but you got 8 players in the box, where you gonna throw the ball? Where you gonna throw the ball to? And on third down, they know you throwing the ball. So everybody ain't in the box. Everybody positioned out. You put 2 safeties over the top. Linebackers just step back 3 steps. They know what you're doing. They're not sending the house. So why are you calling plays this way? We're in the third quarter. Halfway through it. And you still ain't changed nothing. Now you got Dylan Sampson in the game. That's a holding penalty. It's going back. That's a holding penalty. It's going back. That was a good pass from Shedeur to Isaiah Bond. That was a real good pass. He put it over the doggone cornerback because the cornerback ready to play. But he put enough air up on it where he could catch it, turn, and go. Leave a man downfield. Which one of you dummies is downfield? Then they call pass interference. Then they call pass interference on the offense. Lord have mercy. See, this is why you should have put them points up when you were supposed to put them points up so you could be comfortable. Now you got the ball on the 7-8 yard line. Now watch. You got Dylan Sampson in the game. They know you ain't running the ball. You don't run the ball with Dylan Sampson. He ain't your number 1 running back. This is horrible. This is horrible, dog. This is just bad. This is just bad play calling altogether. This is bad play calling altogether. You see them celebrities up there with Prime. Stacks, Rich, they up there deep. You see the box loaded. This is the perfect screenplay right here. 2nd and 18. All right, you got the ball out to the 10. But I still would have called a screen right there. Joku, cross the middle screen, go get it. Harold Fanning. Middle screen. You can eat them up all day. Shedeur ain't scared. He'll stand there and let them come. Look at it. See, now they ain't stacked. The line ain't stacked. Throw the ball. Now you Harold Fanny screen. Hey, that's a Harold Fanny screen. Cross the middle, and you get a first down. I just don't need to sit here and call plays. I can call them for you. I can get you a touchdown. But you wait too late to call the middle screen. You just need to call that. See, they call that, but everybody, the linebackers are back, the corners are back. But when they up against the line, when you got 10 in the box, 9 in the box, you call that middle screen, you're going to have to stop him. You're going to have to stop him. It's damn near a touchdown if you call it when they got the box full. Because he going to be behind all of them. They going to have to go catch him. But you're going to have enough people behind them blocking to where they can't catch him. They have to call plays right. Look at them. There's 8 people in the box, 9 people in the box. Call the middle screen again. Why are you running a wildcat? Why are you calling a wildcat? Why are you calling a wildcat on second down? Yeah, Jucker comes out on third down because Dylan Sampson coming in the pass block. We know what's going, and they know what's going on. It's a pass play. Dylan Sampson in the game. We saw the tape. And then this dumbass jump offside. Now we know it's an obvious pass play. Because now it's third down and 9. Third down and 6. What we doing? These the dumbest plays in the world. Why is these people calling plays? Shedeur see something. Shedeur see something. This is the dumbest bunch of play calling I ever seen. Illegal shift, 4th down. They need to go back to the drawing board with this play calling. The play calling is what's bad. The play calling is horrible. That's what's bad. Play calling is what's holding it back. You wait until the third downs to call screen. But I'm calling for these screens on first and second down. If you getting them type of yards on third down, just imagine what you do on first and second down with all them people in the box. Everybody blitz. You damn near score a touchdown. Harold Fanning, it might be a touchdown. Joku might get walked down. But Harold Fanning, they not walking him down. It's 6. Because you ain't got to beat nobody but the 2 safeties. But you got enough people out there to block for you. but they don't know how to set plays up. You have to set plays up in a series when you playing football. You have to do a play to set up a play for later on, but they ain't doing none of that. Ain't no setups. Ain't no nothing. This is just bad football. It's just bad play calling. That's all that is. The Raiders are not one of the best defenses in the league, but this is just bad play calling. What's going to happen when San Francisco show up next week in your house? It's Pat Sherman's playbook. That's who Stefanski built his playbook off of, Pat Sherman. It's the same playbook. The plays can work if you call them in the right sequence. You got to use other plays to set up other plays for down the line. You have to use the screens to set up the deeper passes. You have to use the runs to set up the screen. It's all in sequences. It's all in how you set the game up. That's why it's called a game plan. We're going to try to get to this play at a certain time, but we're going to use these plays to set up this big play to go deep or to hit one deep across the middle for 25, 30 yards. But they're not doing that. They just doing stupid shit. And look at Gino going deep. Going deep. Going deep. Going deep. Cleveland, where y'all at? When y'all got 8 people in the box. And he ran that route just right. He ran that route at the safety's hip. You know why you run the route at his hip? So if you run the route straight, depending on your angle, you run that angle straight at his shoulder. He can't open up and turn with you. Once he opened up and turned, he beat. That's how he beat him. As soon as he opened up to catch up, he was done for. You can't catch up. But he can't open up until he get there. Because if you're running straight at him, he don't know if you're going to cut the route off and go right or left, go inside or out. So he got to wait and see what you going to do. But they ain't calling them type of plays. He come. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Plays. Real plays. You call them plays to open up the offense. Now you got to respect it. Now watch this. Here come Ashton Genty up the middle. He going to get about an 8. Because now you got to keep everybody out the box. Now you got to open up and keep everybody out the box. Now watch, see how close them linebackers are to the line. Watch them drop off. But they're not doing that. He going deep again. Denzel Ward with the breakup. He almost had the pick. They got they have to this is what you have to do to keep them honest. Yeah, this is what they gotta do. We finna go into the fourth quarter. They gonna kick another field goal. Right there. He ran at his hip again. Make him open up late. That's what you do. Run right at that shoulder. Man, I teach this stuff. This ain't hard to do. They don't know which way Miles coming from. Oh, but he coming. That ain't no free play. That should have been delay of game. That should have been delay of game. That should have been delay of game. But that should be delay of game. That clock was at 0, way past the second. See, this is the point. You should have been trying to put more points on the board. Because you know, second half, your defense tied. They've been holding it down the fort. But now they gotta kick a field goal. 4th and 3. Yeah, Tucker dropped that ball, but it's the point of what they doing. It's how they, like I said, you putting this game on your defense. It's not your defense game to win. Wide open, across the middle. He didn't throw it past Tucker. Tucker wasn't looking at the football. That was a touchdown. That's a touchdown. If Tucker turned around, that's 6 points. That was a good ball. If Tucker turned around, that's a touchdown. Tucker can't track the football. That's a touchdown. Tucker not tracking the football. You got to be able to track the football, dog. You can't expect the football to be on you every time. You look back there and see the ball, you got to try to go get it. He didn't even make the effort. Just go right just a little bit. Hike the ball, man. There he is right there in the flat. This is how illegal shift. How is that an illegal shift when Phantom's in the backfield? How do you? You know, he hit him and then he landed on top of him. You can't land on top of the quarterback. That's what you can't do. It's gonna get you a penalty every time. This is what you should have been doing. Yeah, he got hit in the chest with that dude helmet. He just out of breath. He just got the air knocked out of him. Ain't nothing wrong with Junkins. He got popped, but he got hit directly in the stomach with that man's helmet. I saw it. He just got the wind knocked out of him. Junkins gonna be all right. Junkins is gonna be fine. Shedeur is what? 9 for 15 with 150 yards and an interception. Junkins got 11 carries, 2 touchdowns, and 37 yards. Jensen got 42 yards with 16 carries. Isaiah Bond got 2 receptions for 58 yards. Collins got 2 sacks. Myles Garrett got a sack. Campbell got 6 tackles, 5 solo tackles. Cleveland Browns as a whole are 178 yards. The Raiders got 158 yards. All of a sudden, the Raiders got 10 first downs and the Browns got 7 first downs. You know, Browns are 2 for 8 on third down. Damn, the Raiders are 3 for 14 on third down. Now that is bad. That's just bad. That's just horrible. Browns are 2 for 2 in the red zone. And time of possession belongs to the Raiders. The Raiders have had the ball 27 minutes and 44 seconds. The Browns ain't had the ball for 16 minutes and 34 seconds. Time of possession is that bad. You're supposed to be losing. They're going to run the clock out and take it to the fourth quarter. Browns is up 14-3. Should be 28, 21 at minimum. But the Browns playing too damn conservative. They playing not to win. Let's see what G. Bush and them is talking about. Let's see what they saying. Let's hear what they talk about over here on this other side.
Your best players out. When you the quarterback, you get in the line, you get in the huddle and say, "Hey guys,
it's on me.
It's on. Let's put this one to bed. Let's go down here and put these. Let's punch 7 in.
One big play puts this game out.
It puts it out of the mix. And one thing that I always tell people is look, man, I like the composure of what I've seen so far, and is understanding what you need to do in that moment to win
down
the game.
The field.
Last week, he was put in a position, and frankly, at some points, it looked like the game was a little bit too big for him fast.
Mm-hmm.
This game has been much better. It looks like he understands what he needs to do, and this is an opportunity to make a few big plays here to put this thing away.
If I'm Reese, if I'm Ventrone, if I'm Schwartz, if I'm Stefanski, I'm telling my team going into the fourth quarter, don't let the Raiders get you out your hookup. You've played a better game than they have so far. And by that, I mean, like, no stupid, like, personal fouls.
Yeah.
No really dumb penalties coming down the stretch. Let's play some smart, disciplined football in the fourth quarter. To y'all point, man, put another touchdown on the board, lock this damn thing up, come back to Cleveland with a dub.
There it is.
They got the Niners next week, too. We're coming off a short week. They play on Monday Night Football this week, so we'll get a chance to see. I know Kevin Stefanski said when Dillon clears concussion protocol, he'll go back to being the starter. We'll obviously see what happens when we get that information on whether or not Dillon's clear, but he did practice this weekend, so it looks like he was trending towards that way. But I've seen enough. I want to see more for sure.
Yeah, I've seen, and especially. And here's the thing too. I want to see you finish the game and win.
Yeah, he's still got to close it out.
Yeah, close that out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you've gotten, your job is to get your team in a position to win a football game. You don't have Junkins. It looks like he might be out of the game. The guy that you're looking for is guys like Harold Fannin Jr. Make sure if they can't tackle him, let's put it on them. Make them have the onus to make tackles. I'm interested to see if we can get a couple of runs here and if they continue to go with the run game.
All right, we back.
And who it'll be.
We back in order. Throw the ball, Shedeur. Throw the ball, Shedeur. We need them to do a lot right here. We need them. We need them to do a lot right here. We got Junkins out the field. 2nd and 10. Walking Junkins back to the locker room. Now we finna see what we finna do. 2nd and 10. We know who in the backfield. He ain't no punk. He was the best running back in the SEC last year. Now let's go. It could have been a pick. It's automatic first down, but that Shedeur waited too late to throw it out there. You got to see it and then let it go. You can't wait. But that'll get you picked off. They still loading the box up. He gone. We inside the red zone. See what I'm talking about? Get him on the outside. Get him on the outside. Quit trying to run the ball up the middle. Get the ball to the outside. Their strength is in the middle. Get the ball outside. Y'all want me? Do y'all need Cleveland to hire me to call these plays? Because I'm calling plays. We gonna be upset. This is the perfect screenplay. This right here is where you call the screen. Don't run it back. You got to call the screen. You know they telling you to run it back. You got to call the screen right there. Let them be greedy. Because they trying to get them yards back they just lost. Let them be greedy. Y'all don't know. They don't know how to let them kill themselves. You got to let a team kill themselves. When a team lose a bunch of yards like that, they want to try to do what they can to get some of them yards back. So they sit in the house. Because they know, everybody knows that if you get a gash play, you run another one and try to get 2 big chunk plays. Throw the ball, Shedeur. You gotta throw that ball, man. You can't do that. I didn't see no holding on that play either. They loading the box. This is another perfect play for a screen. When you see it like that, you call in draw play. Call the fucking screen. Look at Anthony coming here hating and shit. Come on, welcome in, hater. Sit down and have a seat. Enjoy yourself. Next time you want to send hate, send it in a super chat. Throw the ball, son. No, the dummy stopped running. Why they stop running on these routes? Watch him. Stop. What you stop for? Why are you stopping your route? Run him out. You got to keep running your route, dog. You can't stop on the play. That's twice. That's more than once tonight I done seen a player stop on their route. You got to run your route. That's how he threw that pick last week throwing to Judy. Judy stopped on the route. They haven't said that about that route. Judy stopped running on there. He stopped at the top of his route. He didn't make his cut. Y'all got to run y'all routes, man. Y'all got to run y'all routes. Y'all got to stop doing that. That's bad football. When you get back to Cleveland this morning, I tell them over there, we finna go outside and play. Because y'all stopping on y'all routes. Y'all can't be doing it. Run your freaking route. Just because you think I ain't going to throw the ball don't mean I ain't going to throw the ball. You threw that ball right in the corner of the end zone. At the pylon. If you keep running, you can catch that ball. Tillman 6'5". That's a go ball. That's a jump ball for you. That's a 50-50 ball for you in the end zone. You got to do your job, man. That's bad business. They got to do something about these receivers. You gotta do something about these receivers stopping on their routes. Because that ain't the first time it didn't happen. That ain't the second time it didn't happen. It didn't happen numerous times. Somebody got to do something about that. Somebody got to do something about that. You just don't stop in the middle of your route. You just don't slow down. That man literally just slowed down and looked up and watched the ball pass right over his head. If you keep going, you can catch a touchdown. I don't even know what to think about that. Because as soon as Shedeur do something that they don't want him to do, like run out the pocket and wiggle and jiggle and keep escaping and keep the play alive. Hell, your receivers just start running. Ain't no need. I just throw the damn ball away. For what? They ain't trying. The defense can't do but so much. They playing not to lose instead of playing to win. This is horrible football. And I blame it on the coaches. I be putting players on the bench right now. Oh, you start doing your route, don't even worry about it. Just put your helmet over there. You don't want to play? So what we doing? You don't need to play. Miles. That's Miles. Miles with the sacky poo. Miles with the sack, boys. He gonna get that sack record this season. Yeah, ain't no doubt about that. He don't need but 2 a game now, and it's over. He got 17. You got 7 more games left. You got 6 more games left. 2 a game is 12. he gonna be busting damn near 30. Yeah, the single season sack record just over with because Miles has got 17 in 8 games, in 10 games, dog. That's wow. That's wow. Y'all gonna tackle the man or what? I don't know. I don't know what. I want to know what the offensive coordinator looking at. We know Chip Kelly suck as a play call, so we know he can't call no plays. His offense ain't never worked in the NFL anyway. But on the Cleveland side, what are y'all seeing that I don't see that make y'all think these plays y'all calling are working? Ain't working because you ain't getting no yards. Look at that. See what they doing? Just little screens, little dump offs. They're gonna keep you honest. Gonna keep you from sending all them people up here. But what they got to do now, see what Cleveland's going to try to come out and do since they up 14. What they going to try to do, they just going to try to run the ball and run the clock out. They going to try to run the ball, run the clock out. That's their MO. Right? They going to hope they hit a few big runs. Since Cynthia ain't out there, we got the young bull. We run him to the wide side. We know we can do that. Run him wide. Run him wide, and hopefully we get the same amount of yards we did the last 2 times. But when you run him like that, and you get those big chunk plays, you either got to come back with a play action and go deep, or you got to hit them with a screen. Because either way it goes, they sit in the house. When you pick up big chunk plays like that, teams are desperate to get that sack or to get that next down with a loss of yards. That's all you need. But they not calling plays for that. They calling these weird ass, badass plays. They whole playbook is bad. It's a mess. It's a bunch of bunched up boo-boo. You ain't got no double releases. You ain't got no in and outs. I ain't seen a slant. I ain't seen none of that. It's just somebody got to tell Shedeur, look at me. Quit looking down the field. Look in the middle of the field. Because that's where they open at. They need to get Shedeur plays outside the numbers to the sideline because that's where he throw his best balls at. That's where they need to be going. I be working them to death. That's where you great at. Okay, we going left. We going right. Cross the middle. Run the ball. Play action. Screen. Do it again. Repeat. Then set your ass up. About the fourth or the fifth play, we taking that shot. Because we should have been got about 25, 30 yards. We taking this shot. Let go. Throw it. Throw it. He looking down the field. He trying to throw deep. Quit trying to get the one play. Just throw the ball. He just got to throw the ball. You got open receiver. Throw it to him. Quit trying to hit the home run. That's what he's trying to do. He need to stop that shit. No, Shedeur's goal is to get Dylan back in the game. Because he trying to get chunk plays instead of moving the damn chains. If you move the chains, you can get chunk plays. He need to stop it. Some of this shit on him too, because he trying. Now on 39, you go wide, 4x1, throw the ball. You with another screen. What did I tell y'all? Do y'all hear me? With another screen. If you run the damn screens, you score touchdown. If you run the damn screens, you score touchdown.
Guess what? Guess what? Oh, he got his wrist laid up. Whoa, they told me bust out my AP. Perfect timing. Got them but guess up on my neck. I stay shining. I chase and climb it. That's my wrong wrist. I didn't even ice it out. I took it off. Oh, that's your wrist. Where is that?
I ain't got no wrist.
He got on both though. Oh. New way back. Nigga shit dog, man.
If they throw the screens, dog.
Yup, cut up. Yep.
I've been calling for screens all game. Tell them what you do, G Bud. Put your wrist up. Hey, put your wrist up, my boy.
That ain't his. I want to see what they say in your chat.
Oh.
You put the wrist up.
You gotta put your wrist up, dog. You know what I'm talking about? What I tell y'all?
Kevin goal is to get Dylan
Back in the game.
Oh, yeah.
What I tell y'all?
We're not putting them back in the game. When they have Shedeur, they're winning right now.
Oh, appreciate you.
Just passing by. I just wanted to say you're someone stupid. It's not like that, even if you don't realize it. They love the soft position and have a suit there, handsome.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. He said he was gonna get me better at school. Now, if you really look at the percentages, I'm going for 2 to 50. He said he was gonna whoop me.
What I tell y'all, man? Y'all listen to me yet? Y'all need me to go call play.
Better, I guess. But if you think about it, 20, 25.
Trump sending Judy back to where
25, 23, 21.
What app you playing on?
This fantasy football.
No.
ESPN fantasy.
No.
Anytime.
You see, this one.
Hey, I've been calling for that screen the whole game.
We do, baby. We win.
Now that pass play put Shedeur at 11 to 20 for 209 yards, a touchdown, and an interception.
Yeah.
I told y'all, bruh. If they'd have been calling screens all game, they could have put up 60 points. That's all you got to do. If you'd have been calling screens the whole game, you'd have put up 60 because they couldn't stop it. What?
How much wings you have?
I don't know about 3.
Mom.
Everybody get 3, Gabriel. All I'm saying is, dog, if you'd have been calling them screens the whole game, you'd have just been putting up points like it ain't nothing, and you'd have been stopped all that. If you'd have been putting up screens all game, you'd have shut that shit down. That's all I'm saying. Play calling has been horrible, bad. But if you call the screens, the score is 24-3. If you call the screens, dog, you could have been had them points several times. And then they would have backed off. I'll come back out as soon as I get the ball back. I'm calling, he taking the shot. When I come back out, I'm calling another screen. They call pass interference on Denzel Ward. The 21-14, Dallas just scored.
Do you want that money?
What? Maybe. 21-14. 21-14. Dallas just scored, my boy. Is all I'm saying. Dallas just scored, my boy. We coming back. Don't mess with that because he coming back. That's all I'm saying. All right. Where we at? Nah, you ain't call no pass interference on that one. Good play by Denzel. Good play by Denzel. Good play by Denzel. Denzel shut him down, boy. You tried to fade, but Denzel wasn't having it. You gonna have to throw something better than that. Messing around with Denzel over there. You know they throwing. They've been playing one high safety all game. Huh? Receiver fail. Oh, that defensive pass. That's offensive pass interference. They call it offensive pass interference. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He pushed off. Big time. Yeah, you let them elbows lock, they gonna call y'all when your arms extend out like that. Yeah. We see you, bruh. You standing right there. Y'all crazy. I come, as soon as we stop them and they kick this field goal, I come right back and throw another middle screen and score again. Here comes Miles. Miles been on Geno head all day. Miles been on Geno head all day, dog. Geno ought to be sick of Miles. I'm tired of Miles being in his back pocket. Hey, look at me. Y'all gotta keep Miles off of me. That thing is hurting. Y'all let Chicago beat Pittsburgh today. Is all I'm saying. Y'all let Chicago beat Pittsburgh today. Is all I'm saying. That first round pick ain't looking so bad no more, huh? That first round pick ain't looking as bad as it was looking last year. Now that he done settled in and had his time, and he got him a new coach and new offensive coordinator that's playing to his strengths. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun over there, she's shining a little bit. He got a little shine. Get your shine on. 3rd and 11. Miles in the middle of the field. He letting you know he coming. Oh, he come on from the other side. Come here, boy. Somebody get Geno. Miles was on the hip. I don't know what's taking them so long. They're like, good down. Ashton Jinkies. Ashton Jinkies. Now you got to go back and put up a no. Yeah, he stopped running. What's up with these players that just stop running today? You running with the running back. What you stop running for? You gave him room to throw the ball. What's up with these defensive players? I got to see what's up with this, man. Something ain't right. Yeah, they going to kick the onside kick. But now you got to tell the other team that I'm going to kick an onside kick. You just can't sneak and kick one like you used to. You got to say, hey, I'm going to kick this thing by 10 yards and try to get it back. Y'all better line up. That's defeating the purpose. The Hawks and the Pelicans playing right now 48-44. Y'all letting Trevor Lawrence go out there and play real football. They kicking it off because the offense ain't been moving the ball. And they feel like they can get the ball back. That's what they did. They felt like they can get the ball back. So they said, we gonna kick it off because the offense ain't been moving the ball. Why are you running a Wildcat right now? I gotta hear what Bush and them saying. That's Bull over there talking about it, that Bailey's happy. Bull need to stop. They gonna run the clock out, run the ball. I would call a screen right here. I would, because I put me another touchdown up. They got 3. You got to try to get a first down. What you doing? Now they gonna call a timeout so they can get the ball back. Why are you? Oh my God, the play calling is horrible. Playing not to lose is bad all the time, no matter what. Playing not to lose is bad. He gonna hand the ball off because they not playing to win. They playing not to freaking lose. He gonna hand the ball off. I told y'all what he was gonna do. He gonna hand the ball off because they not playing to fucking win. They not playing to win, dog. This is horrible. You get another first down. You get another off the board. The defense just gave up 7. You think they won't give up 7 more real quick? Your defense just gave up 7 quick. You think they won't give up 7 more real quick? This is just dumb. This is dumb. This is stupid, man. Because at some point, you got to play to win the game. can't play not to lose the game. At some point, you got to play to just beat your opponent to sleep. Put your foot on their throat. But Gino finna go deep real quick. Well, he finna get sacked. But I told y'all they gonna sack Gino 12 times. See what that screen to keep you from blitzing so much. I told y'all that was the first play I would have played when I got the ball. I'd have ran the screen. When I came out after they scored, the first play I would have ran the screen because they expected me to run. They expecting you to run the ball. You have to play to win the doggone game. You're too busy playing to lose and playing not to lose, and you gonna lose. Which is stupid. You're too busy playing to lose, and you gonna lose. But these dum-dums steady moving the ball up the field because your defense tired. They've been saving your sorry behind all afternoon. And now they running quick play. And now they running tempo. And now they just dumping the ball off in the middle because you playing freaking prevent. Why are you playing prevent? Play your defense. This is stupid. Dumb football. Dumb football, man. Miles with a sack and a strip sack. Miles with the sack and the strip sack. That's 10 sacks and 3 sacks for Miles. That's what I told you. Grab that arm. Grab that arm with that ball in it. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you get it. Grab that ball, grab that arm with the ball in it. Don't just sack him. Get the ball. I don't want to talk. We busy. Leave us alone. Here we go. You still need a first down to run the clock out. You need a first down to run the clock out. They ain't even got Shedeur in.
Bunch of things that we thought Shedeur Sanders needed to do in his first ever NFL start to earn that credibility. And when you kind of go back and you look at that list, man, he's checked off pretty much every single box. You know, to come out here to have command of the offense the way that he did, to show the poise the way that he did, to be able to recognize what the defense was going. You've seen him going to the line of scrimmage, communicating with the offensive lineman. That was another, to me, that was another like a green check for him to always go through his progressions and keep his eyes downfield, things like that. Like this dude took this opportunity very serious, and he passed with flying colors. I can't wait to see him out there next week.
Guys, I'm heading out, but my final thoughts.
First of all, make sure go watch the bullpen. Right,
watch the bullpen podcast. I'll be going live at 7:30 if I get home in time. But 7:30 is the plan.
You drive safe.
I thought it was a very nice performance by Shedeur Sanders. I'm gonna give him like a solid borderline BB plus. I thought it was a really nice performance. They didn't throw the ball that much, but when he threw it, he made the right choice way more often than he made the wrong choice by a lot. And that wasn't the case last week, and it was this week. I thought it was a big step forward. The numbers don't blow you away, but if you watch the game, it was a good, solid for a guy in his first NFL start. It was a good performance, and it would be ludicrous in my mind to play Dylan Gabriel next week. More coming up in the bullpen at 7:30. Enjoy with these guys for a little longer.
Appreciate it, man, Bull.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Bull. You were a late addition. I think the B's the perfect grade. Like I think B's a perfect grade. We was at a B- at the end of the first half. I thought he played a little better in the second half.
I'm gonna give him a B.
The long touchdown was obviously a passing through behind the line of scrimmage. Samson did the most of the work on that, but he played exactly how you'd want a rookie quarterback to play against a bad defense. He made the right decision more often than not. He was able to get out of the pocket, show a little mobility. The pass to Bond in the first half was by far his best throw. Interception happened. He got fooled. It's a bad pick. It is what it is, but he rebounded nicely. And he led 3 scoring drives, man. The Browns were fun to watch.
It was for the
fun to watch. First time in forever.
For whatever you may say, you may be a detractor. You may not believe in it or the hype. But there's one thing that is undeniable. You cannot come away from this game and say, I was not entertained.
Yeah.
I was entertained. I was engaged. Was interested. And I think from week to week, what I always said from Dylan Gabriel, and I say it about Shedeur Sanders, I want to see your progression. It was a tough start last week. Is it perfect this week? No. But the progression, the poise, the understanding the game and what it is to take, he did that.
It's been since 1995, man. Browns players making their first NFL start was 0-17 until today. Shedeur Sanders found a way, man, to break a 26-year streak, man. Congratulations to him. Hell of a weekend in the city of Cleveland, man. You got Shedeur Sanders doing something nobody had done in 26 years. Abdullah Mason becomes the youngest champion in boxing right now. The Cavs look like they about to win their second game this weekend. It's up. It is up in the city.
I am more than anything, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Coach Prime. I'm happy for the fans, right?
Yeah.
Because for such a long time, we do these post-game shows and we didn't have no energy. We didn't have no juice. We weren't looking forward to what was going on. And this was a game that was built to say, if Shedeur Sanders don't come out here and play well, he's never playing again. And the Cleveland Browns not only came out here and played, a winning football game, but there were certain aspects of the game that I was happy that the young guys got to experiencing putting games away, learning how to win. And by the way, can we say this? Myles Garrett. I mean,
incredible.
Myles Garrett. I've never seen a defensive player be that fun to watch, and we get to see that at the same time, guys.
We could grade Shedeur. We'll talk about Shedeur in length. The defense was an A+++++. Myles 3 sacks again. I thought that was as good of a game as I've ever seen Mason Graham play. Isaiah McGuire was in the backfield nonstop. Malik Collins had 2 sacks from the inside. Denzel Ward played awesome on the outside. Hickman got run over one time. It's the only one defensive play I can look at. And
the Brown special teams unit wasn't the worst special teams unit on the field.
This was a team win. And you know what? One player doesn't change how a team plays. But one person sets the tone for everybody else. And I thought Shedeur did a hell of a job kind of setting the tone for this.
Right.
When you look at it, once again, he had 11 completions, I believe is the final number. It's not like he blew us away. He had the one incredible throw to Bond. That was awesome.
Right.
The rest of his throws were solid, rudimentary completions, but he made the basic completions. And sometimes, and we've watched enough bad quarterback play the last couple of years, we're watching guys who weren't making the simple passes. And we did the breakdown on Friday, G. And I talked to Tim Couch and I talked to Sean King, and they both said basically you can't go broke making a profit.
Yep.
If that's what the defense is giving you, take it. I don't know, maybe there was 1 or 2 throws where maybe he tried to force it downfield a little bit, but out of his 20-something attempts, I thought 19 were the right decision, trying to take what the defense was actually hoping the Browns would kind of. I want to see what Fan does here.
I bet you when Shedeur go back and watch the film.
You know what I'm saying, though? He did what he's supposed to do.
So, like, when I was listening to him Wednesday talk, you know, and he was talking about being a hands-on learner and having to feel for things and being like, okay, I see what I need to do. I bet you somewhere he can't wait to go watch the film because that defensive end, that drop back and coverage, Shedeur probably like, all right, you got me. That ain't gonna happen again, though.
Yeah. Like he was like, okay, I see what.
I see what's going on. Bet.
One thing that I think we kind of touched on during the game was we didn't see the running backwards, right? We didn't see the frustration in the pocket. What we started to see right here in real time was the game actually slowing down a bit. Was it perfect? No, but I was encouraged to the fact that Max Crosby was a guy who we said, hey, we better figure out what's going on with Max Crosby or we're gonna have a problem. And Max Crosby, for the most part, was not a guy that was neutralized.
Yeah.
So, and look,
I think bro got like 3 or 4 tackles for loss. If that's the best that Max Crosby did against the Cleveland Browns, that's a dub in our cap right there. But this was a very, very exciting game, man. Like for everything that we've already talked about, you've seen the players just come out here and have a different level of energy today. Different level of excitement. Shout out to Shedeur because we know Shedeur can get really excited, and he was able to keep his own emotions compartmentalized, keep himself even keel, and just understand the moment. But I just go back to everything that we heard that people said was a flaw or was an issue or things that was keeping him, from getting the opportunity to play, and none of that stuff was on display today. Right, the one sack he took, it was for less than 5 yards. I go back to it seemed like he was reading every single progression, keeping his eyes downfield. And even on some of the throws that was missed throws, you just see him throws a pretty ball, right? You got 2 or 3 throws from him that was over 20 yards in the same damn game.
Mm-hmm.
How many times can we say that this season? So like there's a lot of things that you could look at for somebody who got first team reps for the first time, got the first full week of practice, finally got an opportunity to have the install and communicate with the guys that he's going to be out there with. That's a whole lot to build off of. And I guarantee you now, next week when we play the 49ers, that stadium is going to be packed.
It's going to be bonkers. The Muni Lot next Sunday is going to be crazy. The game's going to be a nut job in a good way. Like it's going to be a crazy atmosphere. The beauty of a guy making the first start like this.
I might have to tailgate next week.
It's a building block for him to build on.
Mm-hmm.
It gives the opponent a little bit more game tape to kind of figure out what he does. But you could even see some of the tangible progression Shedeur made from Baltimore to this week. Now, I don't want to overblow some of this stuff.
Right.
It's 1/2 to 1 full game. The Ravens defense is much better than the Raiders defense, but he didn't run backwards. I don't think there was ever a point, maybe that one throw, G, where he kind of drifted back a little bit.
Right.
He took what the defense gave. I didn't think he tried to force too many things. Sure, he got fooled on the one pick. That's going to happen. Every quarterback gets fooled from now and then. Mahomes got pick 6 against Jacksonville on Monday Night Football in the red zone. It happens to quarterbacks. He threw a couple really good passes, and now you have a foundation to say, all right, if we're at point A, whatever you want to call point A, say this is point A. How do we get to point B? What are the fine things we have to tune, fix up, sure up, solidify so we can get you from where you're at to where we think you could eventually be? But it was a hell of a debut for Shedeur, man. And when I give him a solid B, it's a damn solid B, and we should be thrilled.
It's a very solid B. It's a very solid.
Would you give him a B too? Is that
of course. I would, and it's a very solid B. And more than anything, I am happy that maybe Kevin Stefanski.
Real quick, game's final, 24-10. Shedeur wins his first start.
Congratulations, Shedeur. Congratulations to the Browns fans. Congratulations, Cleveland. It's been a damn good weekend, man, in the city of Cleveland.
Yes, indeed. Myles Garrett doing his thing. Hey, listen.
He was like, Gino, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
Gino.
How good, Cleveland, does it feel to get a W, to see a rookie come out here and play well, and to look confident? I'm going to just say this right now. We've all said it, and we get to it. I believe right now on UCSS, as we talk about it here, Shedeur Sanders has earned the opportunity and earned the right to come out there next week and to play against the San Francisco 49ers.
For sure.
He's earned that right. He's earned that right.
You got to win in your first career start.
You earned that right.
Like, you earned that right.
And you know what? I think is the most interesting part of this whole discussion we're going to get to, because we all agree. I want to see Shedeur next week. Kevin said last week, if Dylan clears concussion protocol, he goes back to being a starter, right? How's the locker room going to react to that? After you saw what we just witnessed, the energy on the sidelines. Now, once again, we're watching on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Cameras don't tell the whole picture. Maybe there's stuff happening off camera that we're not. Fine. That did not look like the same sideline scenes we'd seen in the past couple of weeks. And how is the locker room going to feel if they decide to go back to Dylan after a performance like we just saw, and more importantly, after a win?
Yeah.
You can put up numbers in a loss, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Those were winning numbers. Shedeur put up winning numbers today. I don't think the locker room is going to stand for Kevin just blindly handing it back to Dylan.
Yeah.
As I don't think they should.
I'm going to need Kevin to come out here and do the same thing, keep the same energy that he's been having with Dylan Gabriel. Just like when Dylan was out here and it didn't look so great and you was trotting out there in your post game and saying, hey, that's my starting quarterback next week. You need to go out there and you need to tell the media, like, without any hesitation, Shedeur Sanders is my starting quarterback next week against the San Francisco 49ers.
That's it.
Anything outside of that, man, you BSing us, you BSing your team, everybody else. Don't play the games, right?
Yeah.
Don't play the mind games with the opponent, none of that, because you ain't do that with Dylan Gabriel. Come out here after this man just did what he did and let everybody know this is your starting quarterback moving forward.
And listen, take the layups, Kevin. You got the cachet, you got the currency right now, and the currency is winning. Myles Garrett is not slamming his helmet; he's laughing, joking. That defensive line is ecstatic. That the coaching staff, watch him. It's excited. He gives you an opportunity, and you saw on a throw today, which me and McNuggets always talk about it. When you talk about franchise quarterbacks or quarterbacks can start in this league, there's one throw that they give you. It ain't going to be perfect all the time, but there's one throw. That throw he threw under duress with two people in his face getting knocked into next week, and he threw that ball to Isaiah Bond, put it right on the money.
That's the throw.
That's the throw we'll be all looking for, right? And I wanted to see if he would be able to do that, but still give us the same things that we talked about before. Not having the big turnovers, not having the big negative plays. And the thing that I liked the most was, for the first time, I think Kevin Stefanski, as a head coach, started to really trust and see the dividends that Shedeur could handle certain things. You see at the end of the game, the communication, talking about what we need to go, what we need to do. And so, to me, hopefully that gives him enough to say, hey, look, guys, we got to win in this league. And Shedeur going to come right back out here and start and do it again. But look, I'm with you, Earl. Be concrete, be solid with it, and let's move on to next week.
Yeah, you got to keep that same energy, man.
It's 1 week. It's got more to go. Hey, how many super chats we got?
Too many to count. I'll read them as fast as I can, though. Here, guys. Ben Scott says, "What a team! Go Browns!"
Yes, sir.
James Mace says, "This was the best Browns win since."
I mean, the Raiders stink. Like when they beat the Packers was a better win.
Packers was
a better win. I think the excitement level, though, I'll throw it back to Baker opening the beer cases.
Nah, Joe Flacco.
The hype behind Shedeur and the hype behind Baker.
The hype. Listen, it was hard to pay off on the hype because we talked. It was hard to pay because there was a lot of people thinking that this was not going to happen.
They get
you just can't call it the best Browns.
It ain't the best.
They beat a 2-18 that
I say the best win. I always will say that one of the best wins ever is them beating Pittsburgh in the COVID year and the Williams run game against the Atlanta Falcons. But I'll give you credit. It was a pretty good win, but not on that level.
All right, next one.
Hey buddy, what's up? Says just waiting for Stefanski to say Dylan is starting again if healthy.
Well, we're able to listen to Stefanski's press conference. We'll be out of here.
All right, Depart from Evil says this is what I like to see. It's crazy. This is the first Browns scored more than 20 the whole year. Great show, fellas. Salute to G. Bush.
We appreciate y'all. Salute to the whole staff. We appreciate. Shout out to y'all
Shout
back
out to
there.
you guys, yeah.
Shout out to Anthony for holding it down. Shout out to Director Steve. He didn't have to come up in here on no Sunday. And when they proposed it, they said, you know what? Director Steve, Anthony, will you do it? They said no hesitation. We appreciate everybody.
And shout out to everyone who tuned in. We had over 70,000 people tune in.
Oh, hold on. No. We are currently sitting at 94,000. We're almost at 100,000, and there's almost 10,000 people watching right now.
Thank you. Every single one of y'all. Thank you.
We're going to get to these super chats. By the way, someone super chatted $200, so we'll get to that. Don't worry. Lord of the Drip OG, Jason said Shedeur isn't ready. Let's ask him about that tomorrow.
Jason showed me his wristband today. Today he had to watch. He said, G Bush, this for you. Shout out to Jason. He went in Vegas, but he had the wrist on today.
RDM says this game shows KB wasn't wasted this season.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Kevin Stefanski wasted this.
Shedeur just did what no other quarterback in Cleveland has done since 1999, is win their first start. Cleveland was 0 for 17 with quarterbacks winning their first start in Cleveland as a quarterback. That includes rookies, seasoned veterans, and any damn body else. Fumble!
Hey, I agree. Let's give him another opportunity to see what we can do in 2 weeks. A prep.
OT57 says y'all are missing it. Even if Stefanski doesn't start Shedeur off this game alone, someone else will pick him up.
Oh, we ain't even talk about that. We're not.
Let's stop. Next.
No.
Saying so happy the losing streak versus the Raiders is over. Baker and Watson lost during that streak. Also happy to see Miles add on to the sack total.
Yep.
Dowd, I believe is how you say that. Browns QBs were 0-17. Now they're 1-17.
Yep.
AF Unleashed says live stream is amazing. Only suggestion would be to have a game clock for syncing purposes. Go Browns.
We should have a counter. We have a counter.
We plan this from Thursday night. We'll definitely, if we do this again, it'll be better.
Yeah.
If anyone says Sanders only won this game because it was the Raiders, well, why didn't DG win against the Dolphins?
He did win against the Dolphins.
He did.
Uncle Kai 263 says 117 Shedeur first start to win. Crap says I'm at the game and watching the same time. Go Browns.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate you.
AMP says play calling is trash.
Okay.
RA knows says might miss you guys not doing this every game now. This was awesome.
We appreciate you, man.
Y'all.
Slick says here we go Brownies. Here we go. Clap, clap.
Yeah.
Annie says you guys were really fun to watch the game with a heart.
Hey man, thank you. I appreciate y'all.
All right, guys. Last couple ones here. Tevin says, like I said weeks ago, Sanders is a playmaker, and you need that guy starting at QB.
Right,
now the Browns need to move forward.
Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Shedeur's first start as the Cleveland Browns. But first of all, we got to give a shout out to the CUI team for staying in the building, for coming through, showing love as always, doing their doggone thing. They showed up and they definitely showed out. You know what I'm saying? The Cleveland Browns put up the Shedeur signal and 12 showed up and showed out. Shedeur came in and did his thing, even though he was hampered. When they got to the red zone, they didn't let him throw. He made a lot of good plays. He didn't take a lot of bad sacks, as everybody thought he would. He didn't do that spinning around in the pocket, turning his back to the defense and losing yards on play. Today's show, Shedeur was 11 for 20 for 209 yards and 1 touchdown and an interception. Should have been 3 touchdowns. But Quinshon Jefferson got 2 of those touchdowns because they ran the Wildcat in the end zone, in the red zone. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders for doing the doggone thing. He did what he was supposed to do. He won the game. He did what no other player has done in 17 starts. In their first 17 starts as a Cleveland Browns quarterback. He broke a curse. He started a legacy. Today, Shedeur was legendary in his own right. He wasn't able to put up legendary stats because they played a vanilla game. They called the vanilla offense. Kevin Stefanski and doggone Tommy Reese. I don't know what that vanilla offense was. I was calling for screens the whole game. And when they finally called the screen, they scored a touchdown. If you say Shedeur Sanders won this football game because it was the Raiders, then you're just a pure hater. Shedeur Sanders won this game on his merit, on his game. He did better than most. You can compare him to Dylan Gabriel all you want to, but Dylan Gabriel ain't got no wins. He got one, and he can't account for that one. That one wasn't his. This was Shedeur. He took care of the ball. He ran the offense the way Kevin wanted him to run the offense. He didn't show out. He didn't go off script. He had a couple of beautiful passes. I don't know what Jerry Jr. was doing running down that field when he stopped. He had receivers stopping on their routes, wasn't finishing their routes to catch the ball. It happened more than once. You have to finish your routes. In other words, your quarterback looks like crap. There's a lot to take away from this game. But the best thing you take away from this game is the win, is the double. Because today, Shedeur Sanders stood on business. His father was in attendance. His brother was in attendance. His mother was in attendance. His sister was in attendance. His entire family was there to watch him start. And he did what he was supposed to do, win the game. No matter the stats, no matter what everybody gonna have to say, he had one job: win the game. Don't give the game away. Most of that was bad play calling. Kevin Stefanski and Tommy Reese need some work. They need some help. They need to understand what's going on in the game and adapt to that. They have to stop doing things their way. They have to adapt to the situation that's in front of them. Because a lot of this game and play calling was wasted on nothing. They stack in the box, and you still trying to run the ball up the middle. What happens when I say if you run the ball outside, you will get yards? And the one time they run the ball outside, what happens? They get mega yards. I want to know what you're seeing in that box. Because I'm watching it on TV. Apparently, you need a TV so you can see what I see. Everybody around the country got their wrist up right now. Everybody doing that doggone filth. Everybody is proud of Shedeur. If you are not a Cleveland Browns fan, if you are a Shedeur Sanders hater, if you are one of the few who dislike Coach Prime, you still got your wrist up. Because he did what you thought he wasn't going to do. He did what history said nobody else has done in the Cleveland Browns organization since 1999. 42 quarterbacks has held this position since 1999, and 17 of them have not done what he has done. Kevin Stefanski coached 13 of those 17. "13 of 17 quarterbacks have not won in their first start as a Cleveland Browns quarterback. That includes Dylan Gabriel. That includes Joe Flacco. That includes Baker Mayfield. That includes what? RG3. That includes a lot of people. That includes first-round draft picks, second-round draft picks. That includes a lot. There's been only one that has stopped this cycle, and that's Shedeur Sanders. And Kevin Stefanski can't say nothing other than next week Shedeur Sanders is our quarterback. And if he don't, He needs to be fired on site without question. You want to run Dylan Gabriel back out here when the only person that has done what no other quarterback has done in the history of the Browns since 1999, and you telling me you want to go back to that? Really? That's what we do? No, that shouldn't be. That is wild. But we're going to leave it up to Kevin Stefanski. We're going to see what he got to say in his post-game press conference. Y'all YouTube is going to be flooded up tonight. I ain't going to do y'all like that. I'm going to let them have it tonight. I'm going to put out one video. This one we doing right now. That's it. I still need y'all to watch it again. Because you know what we do. We got to get the likes up. We got to get the followers up. We got to get the subscribers up. We got to get it all up. So while you're here, while you're watching this video right now, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, I want to know what's your problem. If you're not a channel member, what is wrong with you? Today was legendary. And we right here every week doing legendary shit. All I'm saying is, Shedeur Sanders was better than most people thought he would be. I had him for 200 plus yards on my fantasy, on my sleeper app. I'm gonna get that little $100 and some and some change, because I had him for over 200. I had Ashton Gentry for an anytime touchdown. I had Ashton Gentry for under 64 yards. I had Quinshawn Judkins for an anytime touchdown. And I had George Pickens for an anytime touchdown. We got that. So we got us 100 plus, 200 some off $10. We all right. Now, come Monday, what's the boy name that be on 92.3 The Frame? Brewer, whatever his name. He gonna be on that hate. Oh, and we gonna blast them all. Everybody that got hate, we gonna hit them with the woo-woo this week. So y'all get ready for the video. We gonna bust a couple of live streams. Oh, good sack. Good sack, because the children out of school for the holiday. I forgot it's Thanksgiving week. If you're proud of Shedeur, put your 12s in the chat. Let me see the 12s in the chat. Put the 12 stuff. We got the W. Put the 12s in the chat. If it ain't but one that has done what no other quarterback has done in Cleveland Browns history since 1999. None other than, nobody has done what Shedeur Sanders has done. And I can say, I'm proud of the young fella. He did the doggone thing. Ain't no doubt about it. All we know is that's one down, 6 more to go. If we'd have been doing this all season, y'all could have been going to the playoffs. Because that was a big W. Kevin Stefanski fumbled the bag. Now you got San Francisco coming to Cleveland next weekend. Let's see who the starting quarterback is. We've been live streaming this thing for almost 4 hours. We finna shut it down and take a break so I can drop this video and y'all can get it. Now tell me you're gonna watch it again, because I know you're gonna watch it again. And I appreciate you very much. Ross Tucker is a hater. There's no doubt about that. Ross Tucker is a super hater. We got a lot of super haters. I like this. I like this right here. I like this right here. Stefanski is limited by and grown stood on business. He made history of starting quarterback since 1999. One, he is starting debut. True that. They took him out the game on 2 goal line packages instead of trying to see what he can do if he was a starting quarterback. Yeah, they know he can score. Albert Brill is a hater. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Albert Brill. That's a hater. Albert Brill is a hater. He's a true hater, and I can't wait for him to show up on the show Monday. There's no going back for Kevin. The world saw the upside today, mind you. This was after 1 week of first-team reps. He's already as good or better than Gabriel, who had 5 weeks plus camp. Yes, no doubt about that. Kevin Stefanski can't go back to Dylan Gabriel. Ain't no going back now. You gave Dylan 5 chances, and he came out the gate and did what Dylan hasn't done. He won. Not because of your star running back. He won the game. It is what it is. Oh, don't you, boy, this man like to fumble the ball. What is wrong with these people? We is 21-21 with a minute left. Lord, they kidding me. The Raiders ought to be mad because they should have drafted Shedeur. But they take that L in their home stadium by a quarterback that you passed over in the draft 7 times. The Raiders had 7 opportunities to draft Shedeur Sanders, and they passed up on him. And he just beat you in his first NFL start in your stadium. Jason Whitlock and other haters will move the goalposts and say it's only a win against the Raiders. That will be the narrative. I don't even watch Jason Whitlock, so I don't care. Tom Brady is trying for Deflategate 2.0. No. Y'all watch the gridiron tomorrow. Skip Bayless. No, Skip gonna drop one tonight. See, I ain't gonna be around for it, so I'm gonna have to put it up tomorrow because I gotta run to Houston at about midnight tonight. So I'm gonna go take a nap in a minute. You know, Skip gonna drop some heat tonight. I promise you. I promise you, Skip gonna drop some heat tonight. It's gonna be a banger, but I'm gonna drop it on y'all tomorrow. It's a lot of people gonna drop some heat tonight. Acho gonna drop some heat. Shannon Sharp gonna drop some heat. Debo and Joe Hayden gonna drop. It's gonna be a lot of heat dropping tonight. Akeem Talib gonna most definitely drop heat tomorrow on the gridiron. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a lot of heat out there tonight. It's gonna be a lot of opinions out there tonight. That's why I ain't gonna even blow y'all YouTube up like that. I'm gonna let y'all cycle through all the riffraff and all the other people that's gonna put it up. I'm gonna drop mine tomorrow. But y'all know how I do. I'm gonna drop mine with some context. I ain't gonna just drop y'all and say, hey, this what happened, yada, 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 yada. We gonna drop out with some context, a little flavor, a little pizzazz, a little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm talking about? We just ain't gonna play with it. You know, we just ain't gonna drop Shedeur one and drop a 3-4 minute video so we can get some views because it's gonna have Shedeur one on the video. We ain't doing it. We gonna make it spicy. But anyway, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta take a nap. We've been 4 hours strong in this stream. I appreciate each and every last freaking one of y'all for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Watching us do the doggone thing and make history. You figured it, 12 showed up and showed out. Put your 12s in the chat. I'm going to holler at y'all. I appreciate y'all for all the love, all the help. Put your doggone 12s in the chat. And don't forget, I'll let your boy. Because G. Bush been cook in the barbershop for about 2 hours. And that's going to give me something to watch later on when I wake up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm out of here. Peace out.